short but exceptionally muscular blacksmith. He walks up to you. He says, "You look like you've had one too many. I really think you could be doing better good for the world."
That's fucking crazy talk. There's no such thing as one too many. What do you know, anyways?
He's gonna slap you on the back much harder than you thought you would. You were slapped on the back. If you have had one too many, this is probably a good time to have a little in your mouth, throw up, and then swallow it back down again. At which point he then says, "Oh, we can all have too many, even old Horace the ogre."
Well, there may be some truth to it, but I think I'm good for one more for the evening.
So he sets a coin upon the bar and he says, "Horace, get this fellow one more, but only one more." Horace comes out and he brings you one stein that is not just a regular stein of beer, but is the single largest stein that you've ever seen. Horace then winks at you and says, "We normally save this for the horse people."
Sorry, you cut out. I missed what you said.
We normally save this for the horse people.
The horse people? What? You think I'm a horse person?
No, but I don't think you want just one more.
Oh, I guess. Don't be saying stuff like that again, though.
So, Ronan the blacksmith says, "Ugh, lost causes," and then he shuffles back off.
Hello. Hey, Ashton.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna drink this fucking giant tankard of ale.
That is bigger than your head.
Can you roll a Constitution save?
Yeah. I guess I can do it right in the chat, can I?
Indeed.
Just /roll d20.
/roll space 1d whatever.
Okay.
Plus whatever.
If you have your character sheet open, you can also just click on the word con and it'll roll a con save.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if you did your character sheet properly with your stats, you can roll from the sheet.
Which is
a lot of cases.
super useful sometimes.
So you can like set up all the macros for all your weapons and stuff on the sheet and just roll from there. You can even put your spells and stuff in like the index because there's
just
tabs.
click on my Constitution.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
It'll roll it right into the chat if you set it up properly. Yeah, there you go. And if you can tabble advantage, so you have two rolls. The left one is your regular roll. If you have advantage, you get both. Kind of thing.
I'm going to take the first roll, which is 14 plus 1, so 15. And you just barely managed to not completely upchuck your beer. You are stumbling as much as you've ever stumbled. What would you like to do next?
Is there any good-looking ladies in the tavern that might catch my eye?
So, looking around the tavern for ladies, you look around, you see a mayor that looks like he might be pompous enough to suit as a lady tonight, sitting beside an 85-year-old hag who is definitely not lady enough for you tonight. You look around some more. You see some basic village people who may or may not suit. They're a little bit on the thicker side. It's been a good summer.
They're just basic bitches.
You see a single very good-looking lady sitting on a farmer's knee, along with the barmaids, who are barmaids. They might be missing a few teeth, but they're passable.
All right, I'm gonna wander over this way to talk to the good-looking lady. Gonna see how she's doing this fine evening.
Oh, hi there.
How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing pretty well. We just got back from the farm. I'm growing. Oh my god, you dumb broad. We're not growing anything, we're raising pigs. No, I'm growing pigs. What I did was I planted them and then the pigs grew. No, you planted pig feed and then the pigs ate the feed. No, I planted and we planted and then the pigs grew.
Science.
Absolute science. Fresh pig seeds. All right. Well, how would you like to keep me company this evening?
Not very much.
What do you mean, not very much? Don't you know who I am?
I'd also like to point out that only half of the words are actually coming out of your mouth.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware. I'm
Okay.
fucking wasted.
So can I get you to roll a charisma but with disadvantage?
Is there a way for me to set disadvantage, or do I just?
It'll just show both. Okay.
Okay.
So she starts laughing at you. You may or may not notice, but she's definitely putting her finger to her nose and being like, "This is more of a pig than the ones that I grew."
Going well.
So
No airs today.
So her and the guy that she's sitting with, they start whispering to each other, and then the guy says, "Hey, you want to go home with her?" She's like, "Hey, you want to come home with me?"
Let's make it clear here. You'd be coming home with me.
They whisper a little bit more to each other. I think that you'd really like my place. You'll fit right in.
Definitely how you get eaten.
No. I think you'll be coming with me.
So they're gonna get really sad.
Looks like the quest tonight is saving Clayton, boys.
So the two of them are looking.
No worries,
super
we're here.
sad.
Heroes.
And then you hear Cleus be like, they just wanted to throw you in the pig pen. That's what they always do.
Play in the pig pen? What's
They
that
say-
supposed to mean?
They say, "Do you want to roll around in the hay?" And they throw you in the hay with those damn hogs. So the two of them will have been quite happy laughing, and then he'll say, "Come on, let's just go get a room tonight. Guy's no fun." And they then just walk over and go to their room.
Lame. Well, clearly these common folk are just way too fucking. They don't know what they're missing out on. Obviously.
I
think I'm just gonna go sit down over here. I'm not feeling so good.
Okay. Let me think. So you made this very difficult.
You mean I'm a drunk idiot?
I know. Okay. So the majority of the bar will have cleared out for the night, with the exception of some of the extreme regulars. The difficult part is I got to set the bar back up. So you look around and you see if they're closing up for the night. The barmaids are definitely giving you a look like, "Come on, man." Horace walks up to you, the bartender, the ogre from earlier, and he says, "Hey, Bub.
Bub.
you
night.
want?
All of our rooms are full. You know how it goes. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Oh, come on. What's it worth to get a room here tonight?
Well, they're all full. There's always the basement if that's what you really wanted.
No way, man. Surely you can get me a room here tonight. I'll throw
Uh,
10 gold at him.
He'll look at your 10 gold. He'll pick it up and be like, let me see what I can do. He walks over to a door, knocks on it very loudly, says, "Sarah, pants. I'll tell your father." Oh, we're to be married. Well, you're not married yet. Go home, Sarah. So then you see with just like a few tears in her eyes, and with her panties half hiked up, Sarah and Richard start walking home, and they are taking a broken floorboard with them. Let's just put that back.
The hole in the floor comes with me.
We made that. We keep it.
So Horace walks back over. He says, "Okay, bub, got it for you. Just this way."
Yeah, okay. I'm coming. Fucking tired.
So he walks you into the room, sets you in the bed, looks at the 10 gold in his hand, and says, "For this price, why not?" He sets you down gently in the bed, makes sure that you're nice and comfy, and then tucks you in.
Oh, what a nice guy.
As he's doing that, you notice the barmaid's just like visibly being reduced in stress as you leave.
Nice.
Uh,
I'm going to bed. Feel good.
okay. So next morning comes.
Back at it again. Back to the bar.
He's bleeding money.
Oh god, and I'm so cheap at giving you guys money. It's okay. It is okay. I love this. Okay, so the next morning comes. You wake up. You notice that there is a single barmaid serving a member of what you know as a noble as the Lavender League, a group of mercenaries from. My God, I forgot the name of the big city. From the big city.
Luskin?
Those guys.
The big city.
They don't like bears.
They do not believe in the right to bear arms.
No.
And you notice that that the barmaid has made him what looks to be a pretty, for you at least, savory dish of running eggs and hash. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna come over here and sit my ass down and gonna call the barmaid over. Ask for some breakfast.
Oh, hey there, hun. Can I get you the big boy special, or would you rather have the standard breakfast? Oh, or and I hear that we have the Indiri special today. If that's more what you're after.
I want whatever the guy over there is having. Looks
Horace, big boy.
good. What have you got to drink?
She looks at you confused and says, ale or ale?
Well, I don't know about ale. I'm still feeling it from last night a little bit, but you convinced me. I'll take an ale too.
So she goes back to the bar, chats up Indiri and Horace. Horace walks down the stairs. Lots of pans. He walks back up wipes his brow with a cloth. He then uses that cloth to shine up a plate. Throws the very greasy sunny side up eggs on the plate, along with a potato that has been chopped not terribly finely and not terribly consistent. A rough hash, and a little bit of what, if you have any recollection of last night, seems to be a very recently slaughtered pig side turned into a nice fat dish.
Fuck, I was gonna say, don't say bear.
So she walks over to you and she says, "All right, that'll be 7 silver, please."
All right. I'll pay the lady and she can carry on. Let me eat in peace.
Okay. I need you to roll another Constitution save. This time, no advantage, no disadvantage.
Can I move the character sheet window onto my second monitor, or does it have to be on the same one?
No,
It's a
you
huge
can.
pain in the ass.
That's fine.
So
Oh, there we
in the
go.
character sheet, there's a little button in the top left that pops.
Yeah, I got it now. I didn't realize there was a pop-out button. Four.
Okay. So the meal is much too greasy for you. As you're drinking a little bit of the ale, and have half of the greasy eggs in your mouth, you upchuck a fair amount of last night into the mug. The barmaid doesn't seem to. She just looks at Horace, goes rag, grabs the rag that he used to wipe your plate and dry his brow, and just quickly wipes the table off, and then throws it back to Horace. He just throws it back over his shoulder.
Nice. That's fucking delicious right there.
Classy place.
It's a bar in the middle of nowhere with holes in the floor. What do you expect?
All right, I'm after my delightful episode there, I'm gonna look up to the guy over here from the Lavender League. I'm gonna ask him what's there to do around here for some coin. Just try and make some small talk with him. Fuck, he said. Wasn't ready for that.
No, it's okay. Everything is a-okay.
This was definitely planned.
Yep, this is definitely the person that you should be asking what to do for coin.
Wow, he is sparkly.
Yes, he is.
Is he made out of bedazzle?
Okay, look, some of us had to change a traditional Swiss mercenary into purple using only paint.
I love it.
So
I
It's
love
perfect.
good.
it.
So he looks at you and he says, "Yeah, there's a bounty program. If I wasn't a little bit too sick, I'd be out there with the rest of the boys. Fuck, work. Why you gotta do me like this? Sorry, there's a bounty program on orc ears. There's been some noise about the orc, all orcs tribe, and it sounds pretty dangerous, and we really don't want to mess with the all orcs tribe. We could. Don't get me wrong. We could. Could definitely kill all of them. But get this. There's a bunch of pansy orcs that are nomads up in the north. Ain't no lord, north or south, who knows the difference between a dragon claw and a frost saber or a broken arrow, whatever the hell these orcs are calling themselves, ears. No, they're all ears. So this is what you do. You get ready. Now, they're still orcs, so you still got to be a little bit careful. But you get yourself ready. You bring a bunch of traps, and you wait. You wait near or the orc training grounds. Sister-in-law left the garage door open, and my tenant was just like, "Hey, your garage door's been open for the last 2 hours." Sorry, real life is terrible.
Damn orcs in the garage doors.
Right?
And you wait until all the strong orcs go past, because you don't want to deal with that. You could, but you don't worry about that. These orcs, they have children and they have women orcs, and they are easy picking. He opens up a just disgusting sack on his belt that is tan leather, but also covered in this just gritty blood. And he opens it and he says, "You see this? These 6 ears, 60 gold."
Well, no shit. How's a guy get involved in this? This sounds right up my alley.
Well, a hunting party up north. So all you got to do is follow him. Should be easy peasy. Last I heard, they were going past Cairconig, up to the frozen plains, where it should just be easy orc ears all day long. After that whole bear incident, can you believe it was a freaking guy transformed into a bear in the middle of a pub? What kind of an asshole does that? We shot him good though. Sent him running.
I'll be back. This guy's alone saying this. I could be listening.
You see all those cracks in the floor? Yeah, you know who did it.
After that whole incident, we decided it's a good a time as any. The town's going to be a little bit less safe. We might as well go for another hunt. But like I said, if I didn't take this freaking orc arrow to the knee, I'd be an adventurer, just like you, up there hunting orcs. Should be easy enough to follow them. It's not like the Lavender League are lavender.
You are cutting all
Follow the
sorts of
lavender.
fierce.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a little bit spotty.
I heard
follow the
lavender,
tracks,
lavender,
follow-
lavender.
Can you hear me now?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, follow the tracks, follow the lavender. We're lavender. We're not that stuff.
That's their motto.
All right. Sounds like a fucking plan. Go kill some orcs, take their ears, make some money, drink all night. I like it. Thank you very much. I'm getting the hell out of this fucking dump.
Okay.
I'm out of here.
Okay. That worked. Okay, so you are very much not with the group. So everyone else, you guys, let's do a quick try. I'm gonna give us 5 minutes for a recap. Can you give me a recap?
Can I give you a recap? Yeah, I think we took a job because a bunch of dudes got captured by some goblins, I think it was, in a cave up somewhere.
The farmers of East Haven got
The
captured in this
farmers
cave
of
right
East
here.
Haven. Yeah, so Ren and I went to go set them loose. We set some traps of varying success, and we ended up having to storm the place. Vasilio ended up arriving fashionably late and saving our butts. And then we managed to destroy all the goblins. And,
with awesome magic that Troy didn't believe in.
Yeah, he sang some songs, and we eventually killed them. It was a coincidence.
Whoa.
The die rolls changed?
Yeah. It was pretty epic. I cast an illusion that was the orc commander, and then in combination with my minor illusion, I could make him talk.
Nice.
And I knew goblins, so I like walked the illusion around and then distracted them, and then Troy and I took them out like champs. But then the one goblins were like defectives, and they didn't obey the commander, and they wouldn't even be distracted when he started doing like a dance in front of them. I was like, do a jig, and then they were like, no, fuck you.
Don't dance.
Yeah, they wouldn't get distracted. They were like untenable.
Yeah, I think they cooked somebody.
Yeah, until I decided
they
that the
cooked a
captain
dude.
was going to go pretend to unleash the prisoners, and then they started attacking the illusions. And then Troy and I swept in like heroes.
Yeah.
We saw our opportunity, we struck. That's what heroes do.
Well said.
Okay, I
We
was
saved the
gonna
people,
make
and
one.
we also saved an orc
Gonna
chieftain.
make one small change is that it was not a orc commander; it was a goblin commander. You only saw goblin.
Yeah.
They were all
We
goblins.
only fought goblins.
We had a hell of a time killing the goblin commander. Like I think I showed up late, and I don't know how far you guys got into the cavern after that or before I arrived. I think I walked over like a bugbear.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
And then they said I came to the cave entrance playing my violin, and then we managed to kill like one guy with like brute force and fighting, and then Troy and I wiped like 5 with my trickery.
Yeah, it's better.
So it's
we
pretty
held
good.
that little corridor for far too long with shitty rolls. But yeah, we saved an orc chieftain as well from the peaceful orc clan, and escorting him back to his camp.
Yeah, he was among them. I had to deal with that guy who was that last session? No, that was the first session. That was like that greedy dude who ran for the.
Yeah, it was first session.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah. And did we say that? Sorry, because I had to close my garage. Did we also say that we almost saved everyone, but didn't save one person?
Yeah, dude got cooked.
Dude got cooked, and the specific dude that got cooked, his son, you saved, and he was crying a lot.
Yeah, as you do.
As you do.
I don't recall that. I think we saved everyone.
How are you with pinpointing the point of origin of the meat you eat at the tavern?
Who, me?
Yeah. You just don't recognize things when they're cooked?
Nope. Do you?
Generally. takes a little bit of wisdom to survive in the wilds.
Maybe my guy's a vegetarian.
It's possible. It just doesn't even see meat, doesn't exist.
Yeah, I had considered it, but maybe.
They're really excited about
I am blind, deaf, and dumb. I know nothing.
And Nick, do you remember the loot you got?
Oh, I got a ring. Wait.
An egg amulet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes me boast. Or makes my boasting awesome.
How appropriate.
Yes. Did you put a journal entry or did you send it to me somewhere? I
did. Let me click on the show the players button.
I'm sure it's in our messages if you privately send it to me. Yeah,
I click show the players.
Second, I'm gonna let my cat out. He's being a pain.
It just shows it to the people who have visibility. It like pops it up.
I have it here, David.
Okay. Oh, good. Okay.
I can post it back out if you need it, or just send it back to you.
No, I have it. I have it there. So, let's just, where were we? So we are with Meghar, and we are walking. We have a full day's lead on this Alfonso chum. But not that we wouldn't know about that. So I believe that we were walking him back to his home. Was the entire party in agreement on the walking him back to his home?
I
I don't know.
took a nap in the cave. Cause I
I'm
had to
just
leave.
staring at the amulet,
I probably
making kissy
woke
faces
you
in
up,
the
Ren.
reflection.
On the way out, covered
Yeah.
in blood. Like,
You can wake up now, Ren.
it's time to go.
Wait, David, do I learn about these properties immediately, like putting it on, or attunement?
After you have a long rest. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine then.
You'll,
Then I'm still
you'll
semi
have a
paying
rest soon
attention.
enough. You'll have a rest soon enough.
So yeah, who's with me?
So you
I'm
have
with you.
Everyone, including Dr. Ock, if he happens to show up, which if he doesn't show up today, he's not here.
Oh yeah, I meant to text him.
But he's there. He's walking around with you guys as he was the last time.
Just not helping.
Just not helping. Yeah, just
Goes up.
being around.
Hands
There.
outside.
There in case of
advised.
dentist emergencies.
And there was none.
There were none, so he needn't step in.
So we were all walking north. Meghar knows the way. So do we just want to follow Meghar?
Yeah, well, I'm content to follow Maghar. I'll keep my eyes around because I'm kind of used to the woods.
Okay, wait.
Are we
Is he
healing
leading
over
us to town?
No, to
or is
his
he leading us-
settlement.
To his
Were you
floor.
going back to town, or were you going to the orc settlement?
Well, I guess now that I'm realizing where we're walking, because there's a bunch of people with us, right?
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, it's true.
Like, like I'm leading the people and playing music, and then I'm like, wait, what? We're going with the orcs? What about
Yeah,
these people?
I was
got,
escorting
like-
the orc back to his home so he doesn't get jumped again.
I
So-
mean, granted, I know you've got some racist comments back at the town, but there's no reason to live among the orcs.
I'm not
No
living
offense.
among the orcs. I just this man needs our ed, and I'm just going to make sure he gets home safe. He is a prisoner as
the,
well.
The
Interesting.
townsfolk, I was completely wrong. They were actually from Cairdenaval, if I'm remembering myself more correctly, because this is where they were farming.
Good call.
I knew it.
So you walk past their farm. Thank you. And the little boy just looks at you and he says,
Looks at who?
and that's
Okay.
the end of what he said.
Wait, I totally didn't hear what you said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh. Sometimes it's intentional.
I was gonna say he says something. I'm like, no, he doesn't. He doesn't say a single word. He looks at you with a completely blank face. He looks like he wants to say something, but he just can't bring himself to.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
Tragic. Truly. But we did what we could.
All right. Well,
Mm.
if the people are safe, then I'm no racist. I bow to the orc, and then lead on.
So you keep walking north.
Could
You
we have
get
had a
near-
short rest in the town or something?
No,
our
we
bearings?
In
can
the
have a
town, I
long
thought it was
rest
a
around,
farm.
like-
What?
Sorry, so you drop them off at the farm.
Yeah.
You stay away from the town because Meghar does not trust towns
Makes sense.
Yeah. Dave was saying
Uh,
we ejected the people at a farm on the
at
way,
their farm. Yeah.
Right.
so that the story was us with the orc.
You get into the rolling hills to the west of Caer Konig, at which point the sun is very low in the sky, and Meghar looks at you and says, "Should we take a rest?"
Still bleeding. I think that would be a great idea. If we need
So,
to journey much farther than this, we should definitely recoup.
You watch as he lifts his dragon skull staff, and in front of you comes a beautiful, completely formed bonfire. with um, along with a mostly completed and set up camp.
Wow, that was convenient. How did you do that?
He looks at you and says, "Low level spell."
It said low level spell.
Sorry.
Well, no, what'd you say? Low level.
That's what. Yeah.
Yes, that's what he says.
That's look. This orc is a magician.
Huh.
yeah.
Very good.
He taps his staff on the ground and says, "Shaman."
Shaman.
The spirits of the ancestor are still strong here. This was at one point in time Orcish land. This all was. Back before the great blue dragon.
I thought orcs came from the caves.
That's wrong. You had it wrong.
No.
Oh, well, I am new here.
No, we were plains people for a long, many eons. Before that, who knows?
Oh, nice.
Our oral history only goes so far. We were plains people working these tundras. Back before the humans and the dwarves came. Back before those stinking elves.
Oh, what's wrong with elves?
They stink, apparently.
They smell of the flowers in the forest. Don't
Yeah.
smell of blood and battle.
Now,
Until
most
they-
people think that flowers and forests are pretty agreeable to the senses.
Well, I prefer the smell of a pine tree on a cold tundra.
You could say that's close to a forest.
Smell of a moose just as you're about to catch.
So the smell of fear.
No. Smell of desperation.
Getting some rapey vibes here.
I'd like to druidcraft and create these smells.
Okay. Yeah, that's a totally thing that you can do.
That's
So what you
hilarious.
smell is it smells a little bit of sweat and faintly of moose shit, but just faint, like it's about to shit itself. Then Kyle takes like a nice whiff
It's
and
right
says,
up in there. It's real
and
close.
says, "Ah, thank you." Smells like the hunt.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
So, do you sleep the night?
Yeah, let's.
Okay.
Should we set up a watch?
Meghar looks at you and says, "No, the spirits watch."
Should we
but,
set up a watch?
Set up a watch.
I think he makes a good point about the watch. The spirits will do it. Haha. Start playing some music. Pop down.
Well, this is after 2 consecutive nights of, goblins ambushing and capturing people in the night. I think I'll err on the side of caution.
Okay.
To each their own, my friend. I believe the goblins are fearful of us after last night's exploits.
So, Ren, would you like to share the watch?
No, I'm good. I can sleep. We're fine.
Okay. Everyone other than Kreia benefits from a long interrupted rest. Kreia, you benefit from a short rest.
Well, I won't be tanking for you this session, guys. Enjoy your decision.
You still have dice.
What?
I
You have
plop
hit dice.
down in the
I
comfiest
do have hit dice,
seat
yeah.
area
That's actually
that I
not
can
bad.
find.
We'll see.
Pull up my hood
Come
and kick up my
on.
feet.
Okay, that is not that bad.
That's
But-
all of your health back. You're 1 health off.
Weird.
Yeah, but I don't think I have action surge and second wind.
Ooh, yeah,
So,
that's
that'll be fun.
Yep. okay. So
Oh, wow.
everyone else, you are full health and fully rested. It's okay. We're more than a few days away from where we need to go anyway.
Fair enough.
So,
I will wake up not very appreciative of the group not pulling his weight.
so Alfonso, you are also. This is also the same morning. You are currently eating breakfast.
Breakfast.
So a very unappreciative centaur. Makar looks at you with the bag in your eyes and says, "Oh, I will share the watch if we need to."
Thank you, Magar.
He looks much better than he did last night. Instead of looking like a frail older man, you can see that even though his back is a little bit bent, you clearly see very like chiseled ripples or very chiseled muscles across all of his body. You watch as he stretches himself out. You see what is clearly an exceptionally well-toned older man. Show the players. And he looks much more confident as well. And he says, "Oof. Let us get back to the tribe."
Excellent. Well, you certainly needed a rest after your captivity, no doubt.
Goblins. Never trust them.
Why was he trusting the goblin?
Well, they were supposed to have been our allies against the Great Blue Dragon. But too many years have passed. They've gotten fat on the surpluses of man. We're all alone. I don't think that we can hold if the dragon should awake from its slumber.
I don't think I've encountered many goblins that I've cared to befriend. They seem to just be vultures.
Well,
Pretty much.
they used to, at the very least, be exploitable vultures.
Kind of shift uneasily.
So, Makar says, "Should we get moving then?"
Aye, let's.
Okay. He continues to lead you through the mountains and onto the road north of Caer Connacht. Once you are on the road, you notice a lot of sloppy tracks.
Very nice.
Would be the best way to put it is exceptionally sloppy tracks. Along with a little bit of purple plumage. Makar picks it up and he spits on it, crumbles it in his hand, and then you notice what appears to be some sort of a flame spell flicking through his fingers as he lights the purple plumage on fire and says, "These are your vultures."
Yeah,
I think they're peacocks, but
I want to
just
stay
vultures.
clear of them. They are definitely killing orcs on sight. Can I roll survival to try to determine numbers from the tracks?
Of course.
Ugh. Ugh.
Okay. These are exceptionally sloppy tracks. So although you can't tell that there's numbers with any accuracy, you can definitely see that there's more than 10, and that they had a few work animals with them.
Well, let's just get off of these tracks. There's probably a lot of them.
Okay. How would you like to avoid them off tracks? So
Is
Meghar
there a
will
different
say,
direction we can go?
"No, this is the way to my village."
Surely we can swing wide.
So he says that Well, if we're swinging wide, our options are either the lake, which I wouldn't recommend as a walking path,
No.
or through the mild mountains of Kelvin's Cairn. It's a
The
good
foothills?
place. It's a good place in the foothills. It'll take us much longer, but
Well,
these used to be our taming grounds. You know, he says this as you start walking up the hills.
Yeah, that. Well, what do you guys think? That might be best. I'd rather not have an altercation with the Lavender League.
Oh hell no! I want to stalk the Lavender League.
Yeah, we didn't really have a good
I
run
have
with them.
beef with them.
Okay. What do you think, Nick?
Basilio?
Basilio?
Nick ran off.
Mike cut out.
Okay. Well, Meghar will say, well,
What's that? Sorry.
Oh, hello.
oh, okay. Would you like to follow of the Lavender League, or would you like to swing wide through the foothills of Kelvin's Cairn?
What is Troy's opinion? And Magpie wants to go straight. Troy wants to go wide.
Yeah, I want to be safe and avoid the
Meghar
Lavender
Meghar
League.
is perfectly happy with either direction. Ren wants to go straight. Kreia wants to go wide.
I look at Ren, and then I look at Giant Kreia. And did you get any rest, or you're still exhausted?
I'm pretty much full health, but I don't have resources.
Well, I say we go with the centaur for today.
So Meghar, as you're walking up the foothill, says, "You know, these lands used to be our old taming grounds. So
Oh, I
many
knew
good
this.
memories. When you were a youngling, how did you tame your first dire wolf?"
What?
Ooh,
Oh, I actually get all my
obviously
shit
with-
back
with-
on short rest.
with music. Obviously, my friend. Tame many wild beasts with a good tune.
So Meghar will smile and say, "Yes, the beautiful music of hand-on-hand combat,
Huh.
the
I kinda like
wondrous
Tickle my
percussion."
face.
Ha 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 ha. And
I
you can
laugh
see,
with him.
like,
Ha ha ha.
he's clearly longing for a pastime. And he says,
Well, don't get down, my friend. I
"Poor
take my
Silent
violin out.
Thunder."
I spin my violin over and I start tapping the back of it like a little drum.
He visibly smiles and he says, "The downsides of a long life are those that you outlive."
Huh, I wouldn't know, but hopefully I will. And I smile and keep drumming.
Surely you can share your wisdom with the young of this generation.
Oh, I have been. Oh, I have been. Need to get back to them.
Indeed.
These purple scoundrel.
Would that the wise of my tribe were useful.
So as you are going through the foothills, you hear howling, and you watch as Meghar's face just lights up.
We hear what?
Howling.
Help.
Howling.
Oh, how? I put my violin away and I look to Magthar and I say, "Friends of yours?" A quizzical look on my face.
And he says, "Maybe someday, but certainly not currently."
Those aren't your clanmates? Those are real wolves?
He looks at you and he says, "I don't think I'd ever call a wolf a clanmate. A friend, but
I think I
only
will.
after many years."
We shall see. I'm certain the wolves will be charmed by my wiles.
So Magpie, you watch as he casts something on himself, and he starts to run very quickly, and he says, "Do you mind if I go see one?"
I mean, yeah, of course. I call into the distance as he's running away.
Well, as long as
so
it doesn't
he,
delay us too much.
He's running at what appears to be 4 times the speed of a normal horse.
I turned to Cray. I'm like we could friggin' stop him. What the hell is that?
And you hear howling, then barking, then panting off in the distance.
What did he
does
do
he
to that
expect-
animal?
I think
Huh?
he's saying more than hello.
Well, let's go see.
I
Gonna
don't think
charge
we
up
should.
within vision. No, I'm curious. I want to see what's going on.
All right. Well, if he's seeing, I'm seeing. If she's seeing, I'm seeing. Sorry.
So
Either
you try to
female.
follow.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So he is currently around 500 feet away from you.
I can. I move 40, so I can dash.
I shrug
for
and tag along.
80.
Um,
Get there. I don't know,
Let me
in
turn
half
on
a
the
minute.
fog of war.
But like, yeah.
There we go.
I'm gonna stealth. As I'm like going behind Cray, I'm gonna start walking slower and crouch.
That dude ran faster than I did.
Yeah,
So
quite impressive actually.
you are currently stealthing. Kreia, you are just plodding ahead.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I don't need to like full out sprint because I don't think the situation's dire, but I want to go over there.
Okay. And what are you doing, Ren?
I will be hobbling along behind Basilio. Not a care.
Okay. Not a care. What a wonderful. Okay.
Just grunting along.
Yeah.
Eh.
Off the path. Fighting. Vengeance.
Vengeance.
Purple bastards.
Okay. So you continue to hear an increased amount of howling along with some rustling.
I thought the howling gave way to panting.
It did over there, but you hear howling from all directions.
Oh fuck. All right, I'm a slow and let the other two catch up.
Okay. You hear
Magcard knows what he's doing, but I don't really know this
howling
area.
coming from all directions around.
Okay. Basilio and Ren, when they kind of catch up, and be like, I don't think sneaking around's going to help against their sense of smell.
What's the tree situation like in the area?
We appear to be surrounded. Magcar's led us into, I thought he said he knew these foothills.
Are there trees around us, David?
What do you see around you? You're over here. You're in the top
Foothills.
rightish.
Oop, what? I lost your audio there. Am I still talking?
Do you guys not see?
I see it.
Didn't hear anything. Hold on.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's better. Sorry. Alright, what were you saying? What can I see? 'Cause I'm still in the dungeon level. Can't see anything.
We split up? Or you?
I don't know, but I haven't seen
Oh,
any
the three
change
of
in
us
map.
are there.
Mhm.
Go like right to the top right corner.
No, that's totally correct. Nick was in a different page because I totally forgot that he got moved somewhere else like a
Oh.
long time ago.
Yeah, like I didn't realize the map changed at any point. It's been the cave since the beginning of this game for me.
Nick is
Oh.
Funny.
dig the goblin cave.
Yep.
His mind is in a.
I thought
the
this was
glories of
all
the
figure of the
past.
mind. I was just playing
This was
along
all
with walking
figure-
with.
This I've just given you guys this name.
Okay, well then I'm not too far off. I climbed this tree. Wait, is this tree bigger? Climb that
Yeah.
one.
Yes. Okay. Okay, run to the tree.
Got it. On it. Dun,
Okay.
dun, dun.
And
Oh! That's
so
where did I
um,
see? How
roll
far close
initiative.
to the tree? Did I see him?
Roll initiative.
Would have seen him here, maybe?
Mag high.
Glorious.
Maybe when I got to there? Can I turn? Alright, fuck it. I go continue course, up tree.
My initiative is fabulous.
We all have to
As is
roll.
mine. Friggin'
Good
scary.
Good choice. Good choice. Oof.
Oh wow, okay, that's not as scary now. I'm not a mouse size. I'm like, oh, these are big trees. And, oh god, that wolf is bigger than them.
If anything, being mouse sized would be to your advantage, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite possibly.
It's a pretty big fucking wolf.
It's true. I can barely climb this tree now. I'm so big.
Just, like step on top of a bush. Shit.
Damn
Use
it.
the tree as a weapon.
It's a shrubbery.
This is not good. Magcar will have some explaining to do.
Okay. So in the first surprise round,
Surprise round.
Semantics, I guess, but I never wanted to get close enough to Kreia to be here.
Oh, I slowed down and waited for you.
yeah, he
Yeah, and that's where I would have climbed the tree. Anyways, I guess whatever.
I am appalled at how close those things were before we noticed them. Especially howling.
That's what I'm just thinking. Like in my mind, I had you in like 30 feet distance from me, and I was stealthing, and then heard you say you stopped.
It just means that there's more in the distance, and the ones that were close to you were sneaking
Yeah.
in the underbrush.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this one was
Kicking.
not howling.
Expertly.
This one should also be the size of a regular thing, not the size of an absolute giant.
Oh well, that's not nearly as fun.
No, not nearly as fun. You're right.
Yeah.
It is large. It is in fact large. So, as you are rushing towards the tree, the exceptionally sneaky wolf sees you.
I mean, I was stealthing, and I didn't say I rushed. To be completely honest, I said I climbed that tree, and I wanted to know where the trees were, and then I got excited there were even trees.
So, as you got excited because there were trees, we're walking to the tree.
I mean, I got excited because I'm on a map that wasn't the cave, but yeah, sure.
You see the wolf. So in this first round will be you and this wolf. So the wolf has a higher dex than you, and you tied in initiative, so the wolf goes first.
Can I at least finish my movement?
Of course.
Alright, well, go over here then.
So you see the wolf, and then you immediately jump 15 feet backwards. You hear inside of your mind, "You are the greatest. You don't need to be scared. It's one little puppy. God."
That's exciting.
And you
I
feel
mean-
warm on the inside.
Facilio, did you just urinate yourself?
I don't believe so.
Just checking.
is the wolf gonna go? Or
Oh,
can I do
yes.
anything? It's the wolf's turn.
Yes, I'm so sorry. It is the wolf's turn. The wolf is
Then it
going.
gets the first.
Yeah. So the wolf is going to make an exceptionally loud howl that feels like it splits. You feel it deep in your gut. So the wolf it makes this howl, and then it rushes over to the closest prey. And in its mind, the horse is much more prey than,
The gnome.
yeah, some like not lots of meat on the no.
I taunt it as it turns. Ha! You afraid of me, wolf? I don't know if it cares for my taunts, but I didn't expect it to go for you guys.
It is a wolf. It does not care for your taunts.
Coward.
With your shit, Nick.
So it will attack and attempt to lunge at and bite Kreia.
Okay.
Fear not, Kreia. It is a
Does
cowardly
a
wolf.
19 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so it hits you for 6 damage. You need to make a strength save.
Okay. Saving throw?
4-leg advantage? No?
No. If anything, the opposite is true because you're closer to its normal prey. Okay, so it lunges onto you and attempts to knock you down, but you are way too strong for that, and you just push it back.
Yeah.
So
It's like, I don't know how
it
you
takes a
snuck
big
up
chunk
on
out of
me,
you,
but
but
you're
it
not
does
taking
not
that
knock you
easily.
prone. So Basilio, it's now your turn.
Kreia's a fighter, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I draw out a short sword. And I guess I could draw it of my full bow and shoot it, right? Is that okay? Because drawing a weapon is a free action?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, no short sword. Bow out. Arrow up. Heads up, wolf. And straight in the eye.
You connect.
I assumed. Haha. Fear not, Kreia. And then I run over and I spit on it. How did you get up on me, wolf? You Shantwin.
I didn't even. Not even a wolf can sneak up on us. We're the
And then
greatest. You're the greatest. You're so good. Wow.
I tell Kreia that I'll write stories about her heroic deeds. So you get some bardic inspiration.
Heroic
Okay.
deeds of...
Do you want to roll damage?
Oh yeah, that does do a thing.
You did do damage.
7. Alright, I gotta step away from my computer for a few minutes. I'm gonna be on my phone listening, but I won't be able to move, so you guys got my back.
So Kreia, your
Appreciate it.
turn is next.
Oh god. Is my shitty ass in it? How's that?
Right.
I rolled a 4.
You got 20.
They said-
Why did it say 20?
Ashton got a 16.
Okay, Ashton, it is your turn.
Okay. Is the wolf dead? No?
No.
Open your
Okay.
eyes, friend.
I turn into a bear. Very large bear. It's not a large bear. Am I a small bear because I'm a gnome? Or do I take like full size?
There you go.
And I'd like to just come
All over him.
around to here. and
jumped out
attack
of
him
your
from
bear suit.
behind. Sorry, I can't grab the bear.
Okay, I thought I'll let you do that.
That's funny.
I don't have the stats up for the bear.
It's in your
Found it.
yeah. I made you the bear character, so you
It's
just
a bear.
Yeah. Thank you. Ooh, come on. It doesn't let me roll stuff though. Oh, is it? Do I just roll strength or?
no. So you make a multi-attack if you just click on the words bite and claw. Can you see the actions in that? Under
Oh,
trigger?
okay, yeah, there it is. Yeah, it wasn't highlighted.
So click on bite and then click on claw.
Okay.
Okay, so you critically fail your bite. Can you roll a 1d100 for me? Oh my gosh. I keep forgetting this. There was a morning. Also, give me a wisdom. Kreia and Ren. Sorry.
Oh,
Um,
a wisdom save.
mhm. Sorry, guys.
That
Okay.
is A-okay.
So you miss with both of your attacks, and you stumble so terribly with your bite that you've fallen prone.
All in what?
Prone. So on your back.
Good. Yeah.
Good. This is good.
Yeah, critical miss on a 6, really?
Oh, it's red,
That's
so
the
it's a 1
lowest I
plus
can
5.
get.
Bears
Oh,
have a
okay.
attack. Yeah.
I got you.
Hello?
Ooh.
Did we lose someone?
No.
No, I think somebody may have temporarily DC'd and rejoined. Might be what it was.
Oh, it was probably Nick switching to his phone.
Intentional.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That makes total sense.
Or maybe. I don't know. I have no clue.
Yeah.
Ashton just making stuff up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just throwing out stuff.
Stuff and things.
Yeah.
So the direwolf looks at this bear with complete contempt, knowing that this bear is just beneath it in the animal kingdom. Bears do not get uppity on a pack of or at least that's what this specific wolf thinks.
This wolf's got some complex thoughts for a wolf.
Yes, it does. So it will attack you, and connect, dealing 11 damage.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
You hear shuffling up from above the cliff face.
Oh.
And
How it go, boys?
along with considerably more howling, but you don't see anything related. Like you hear things rushing towards you, but not reaching you. If you know what I mean. Like it sounds like they're getting close. The howling is getting closer. There we go. That's
The howling's getting closer.
Yeah, you can see this tree because it's a tree. Yeah, the howling is getting closer.
Well, shit.
And then Vasilio, it's your turn again.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay. These headphones are better than I expected. Okay. I will point blank shoot it with my bow. Is there disadvantage to that?
Yes,
There it is. Okay.
but how are you doing it?
I don't know. Awesome. Obviously, I don't know what kind of question that is.
Like there's
Alright.
any other way.
I play my bow like it's a violin, and
The
distract
arrow
the
just
wolf,
flies out.
doing a dazzling spin under Krea's legs, and firing the bow up at it.
Okay. Do you need me to roll for you, Nick?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's all about the choreography in the shots. Disadvantage will make a difference. 2 19s. Here we go.
Come on.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
And 15, 13.
It's not bad.
And you just barely miss. You watch as the arrow skims a little bit of fur off of it, but does not quite make connection.
Alright. Well, I scowl at that. And then I turn and I blame Rem. Ah, you messed up the shot. I saw you with the corner of my eye. And then I'll drop my
Flopping
bow.
around on my back, like.
I'll drop my bow and I'll pull out my short sword with my free remaining action. And then I will give my last bardic inspiration to Rem.
Okay.
Being like, yeah, I'll let you get off your back.
Can you only have one of those active at the same time?
Can I? I thought I got
I don't
one
know.
per level.
I'm asking.
I don't
I
know.
have
I
no
don't
idea.
have my computer in front of me. I thought I got to do it as many times per level as I could, and I could just give it out twice. I didn't know
Okay.
I could. If I could, I didn't think it mattered if I could stack it up like that.
I think as long as it's not on the same person.
Yeah, they're just like
you should be
charges, right?
fine to have multiple instances of it happening at the same
Cool.
time.
Excellent.
Right
All right,
back.
you guys are both inspired. Good luck.
Woo! Doing stuff.
All right, and then I will end my turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Back to me. Good luck, guys.
Krea, it's your turn.
So Bardic Inspiration adds a
A
D6,
D6
to an
uh,
attack.
To any D20 roll.
D1.
Yeah.
So if I roll with disadvantage, which one gets the D6? The first one or the lowest one? Both of them?
The lowest.
The one that you get, yeah,
The
the
one that
lower
you
one gets the d6.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to lance this thing with disadvantage
Okay.
with a Bardic Inspiration die.
Do it.
Why are you at disadvantage?
Because lances are unwieldy in close range.
Oh yeah, right. Fair enough.
So there is 1, 2, adding a d6 to the 13. All right, 18, 17 accuracy.
You connect very cleanly.
Excellent. So like, how dare you?
So it's unwieldy at range, but because of how large the direwolf is, you just cleanly connect it to its back.
Oh, for minimal damage. 4.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Anything else on this?
That's all I got.
Okay. Ren, it's you. Sorry, Troy.
Yeah.
Sometimes bad things happen. Ren? Ashton?
Bearman.
Oh no.
Is Ashton playing a druid or is that a familiar?
He's a druid.
He's a druid.
Oh,
He's a
Oh.
big bear.
poor soul.
Ashton? Okay. I'm gonna put some tea in a teacup, and if Ashton isn't back, I'm just gonna roll bear attacks.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
Ashton
yeah.
has to go to bed early. He's the one that has to go to bed early.
All right. All right, I'm gonna be right back as well then. And get a beverage.
Okay, so I guess.
Yep.
Actually, Clayton, you're just gonna keep following the very obvious trail of purple people, right?
Yeah, that's all I was gonna do.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about
Oh,
that.
hey,
He's
Ashton.
back.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, just throwing something in the oven. $10. Okay. Is it my go or? Oh, it's the
Yeah.
bear's turn.
Bear's turn.
So I'm gonna just attack this thing again. After rolling off my goddamn back, flopping around like a goddamn idiot.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
No, that bardic inspiration dies. Excellent. I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh, Bardic Inspiration is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It saves so many fights.
Mm-hmm. It's like,
Like
otherwise I was
it
gonna
doesn't
have-
seem like it would be much, but it is.
Yeah, like, that's like, yeah, huge. Especially because I have to roll with disadvantage because we got ambushed.
You connect with both.
Oh ho. He's going crazy.
So just click on the word bite and the word claws, and it'll roll for you. In
Again?
the chat, or no, in the chat window.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, neat.
So 13 damage to it. And you can tell that this wolf is clearly hurting a lot. Like that was
How much damage has it taken before this?
I did 4.
I think Nick did 7.
Nick to 7.
Sounds right.
Cool.
And you dealt, that.
13. Nice.
So it looks like it's taking a serious hurt, and you hear "Rrrr," and it just stares at you with contempt.
Coming after me.
Yes, it is contempting after you.
Oh no.
Big look for a bitch wolf.
So then you see the howling that was coming closer. You see just at the top of the ledge a wolf snout pop up. The wolf is going to have to roll acrobatics if it wants to make this jump, but it does want to make this jump.
Shit.
That's a good sign.
Oh, that's a ledge. I thought that was a little river.
No, sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a cliff face. It's
Yeah. I
15
see it
feet
now. Okay. I understand.
away. So it lands, but not painlessly.
On its face.
So you can tell that it clearly hurt its paw as it landed, but it is still
poor
able
baby.
to make its way over. But because it's still off balance, it does not attack this turn. This bear, as if this is something that they've done a million times before. They look like they've completely ignoring the fact that it's anything other than their regular prey of a bear, and they're just their normal approach, circling around the bear, attacking in tandem. So the first wolf attacks again, but this time because it has a friend around, it looks like it's just much more efficient at it.
Okay.
And connects for 11 damage with you. And now it is Vasilio's turn. And these wolves, you can see a red and a hunger in their eye, because they know that bears are a good meal.
I would disagree with that notion.
As would I, and I shall, with my blades. Draw out my other short sword. And I can't really see where the wolf is, but I'm assuming it's still in my face.
It
I didn't get a
is,
reaction attack.
Yep, its butt is in your
So
face.
I go for like a double swipe high, but then I feint and then cut up. Alley-oop. Slashing it low in the jaw. Somebody roll, I guess, +4 dex with 2 proficiency. A d20 +6. And then a d20 +4 for my 1 in offhand. Yeah, that's right. Doesn't matter who does it. I've already given the perfect choreography, so...
Clay did it. And with your beautiful choreography, you easily connect with the first blade.
There it is. Slashed it right in the jaw.
Blade in your left hand.
Another dazzling uppercut, spin, pirouette.
The voice in your mind says, "We connected. Look at that beautiful second slice."
Damn straight. Damn straight.
But everyone that's not Nick, Nick missed.
What's your damage? 1d6 +4?
Yes.
Yes.
And then the other hand is just a d6.
The other hand.
Yes, it did. Don't lie to me.
Exactly.
Haha! Hit twice.
Convinced.
Oh, they're tough wolves.
So you make a very serious connection, and you see a huge gash coming across it from the first blade, and the second blade follows the path of the first gash.
And like goes through the opening.
It's an upwards gash. So yeah. So
like
it
I've
would have
sliced it
connected
so wide
if
on the
not-
first one that it opened it, and then the second one just passed harmlessly through the slice.
Yes.
Excellent. Haha! 2 hits. I'm marvelous.
This wolf looks like it is absolutely on its last legs, and it went from being confident when its friend came to being terrified and looking like it wants to book it.
I thought you were
That's
gonna say
right.
Dead.
Yield, you vile cur. That's
Craig, it's your turn.
the end of my turn. Yeah.
All right.
Finish him.
This thing attack after me? No. One else gets a turn before it, right?
No, this one fumbled because it fell down the ridge.
I mean the one that's almost dead. Is somebody else gonna get a turn before it besides me?
Me.
You
I
will?
will.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you, then it's Ren, then it's it.
Perfect. So
Can
I'm
you
gonna
not see the
lance the other one because he's far enough away for me to attack it normally.
Did I? You can see the turn order, right? Did I do this right?
I can see 3 things.
It's
on
showing
the
us my
order.
turn right now. Yeah. There's only me and 2 wolves.
I don't know why this is the case. Okay.
I'm just gonna
Sorry.
lance this newcomer wolf.
I see everybody.
Miss. And I'll wait. I'll stand between Vasilio and the wolf. Imposingly.
Cool.
I am the effects of not sleeping last night are really hurting right now.
You're gonna put yourself between the 2 wolves?
No, between Vasilio and the wolf and the new wolf.
Okay.
Okay,
For
yeah.
all of his words, he is no, I mean I'm gonna stay where I was.
Oh, okay. It's like you're currently between Vasily and the
No, I don't want to approach him.
Okay. Ren, it's your turn.
Okay.
So this wolf looks like it looks sad.
I'm a happy camper.
I
like
will.
sad and wounded, and it looks like it's about to run tail.
Going down. He started this fight. I'm gonna end it. I'd like to attack him.
Okay.
Law of the
Go ahead.
forest.
I'd like to move here, but I can't. I can't grab me. Oh.
I've totally let you grab this token.
Yeah, we're good now.
Okay.
Okay, and I will attack. Oh yeah.
Okay, you connect with both. Please describe its death.
Oh, I'm covered in blood again.
Oops.
The insides are everywhere.
You're wearing Oh to poop himself, Wolf, to please
I'm wearing
Magar.
its skin now. Disguise.
I will elaborate a little bit. So, because you finish it off with a bite and the claws were unnecessary, the bite ripped into it. You lifted your head up, have the entire wolf in your head, then your claws stick in and just tear it into little shreds, showering you in ribbons of direwolf.
Ribbons.
It's a party.
Okay. So the other wolf looks at this, and instead of fear, you can tell that this wolf wants your blood.
Revenge.
He's got his face right up your butt.
I'm gonna be
Does
right
have
back.
his
My timer
face
just
right
went
up.
off.
And he connects with your bear. Oh, he's gone.
Probably just switching back to computer, I guess.
Okay, let me just -6 on this.
Yeah, there he is.
There we go.
There he is. What is all of that? What is that a thing?
It wasn't an easy to find thing, but it's a thing.
Okay. Okay. So, Ren, I was saying that the other wolf pounced on your plump behind. He's like a nice chunk out of it, and I'm gonna need you to roll a strength save.
Strength save to save your ass.
Save your
Literally.
ass. Did we lose Ashton again?
Ashton?
Oh man, I took a hit.
Yep, you took a hit. I need a strength save from you, Ashton.
Strength. Oh no, my strength is 0. Oh, is it
no,
the
that's a
bear's
bear.
strength?
The bear strength.
Thank God.
Bear strong.
Bear very
Okay.
sort of strong.
Bear strong most days, but today the bear is not as strong as a wolf, and it gets so the wolf claws into your back and just pulls your back legs down and knocks you on your belly.
Oh boy.
Vasilia, it's your turn.
How much health does the bear have?
34.
34, but currently 6.
Wow. It's still quite a bit for second level, though.
It's nice. It's very nice.
Alright, everyone can see this. CC, right? Save.
See what? Oh yeah, the health bar of the bear. Yeah, I can't see
Okay.
Vasilia though.
Man, everything's...
Yeah, because I could see before he shapeshifted, I could see his health bar, and then when he became the bear, his health bar was gone.
The bear was an enemy that I've just repurposed, so it doesn't have all the permissions set up correctly yet.
Oh.
So I just tried to make things work. I had to make it a brown bear instead of an Arctic bear too.
Oh, come on.
He
Big
could
old
have been an
polar
Arctic
bear.
bear. He chose a brown bear.
He is in the right place.
He chose a brown bear 4 weeks ago, so he could always choose a different bear and just needs to tell me.
Do they get different stats or no?
No.
Yes.
A bear is a bear is a bear.
You can also, after this fight, choose a direwolf, because they're
Yes.
in the same weight class as a bear.
Yeah.
You have not seen them.
They're pretty damn effective.
So Vasilia, Nick, are you around? You're muted, Nick. In case you're trying to say
Yeah,
things.
no, I had to unlock my phone. I am here. I am just in my kitchen now. Okay. Now I'm looking at the thing here. I don't know. These direwolves look like pretty big bitches to me. Just gotta say, I'm messing them up bad. I look at you guys. I'm like, oh fuck. Well, not to fear. I shall save the day. Right over here. Jump off this wolf. Jump off the bear. And then dive down, double stab.
Okay. Troy, do you want to roll double stab again?
Double stab. What's his plus?
6 and
6 and 4.
Yeah.
Bam, bam.
so this time your main hand misses, but your offhand connects.
Is that
All right.
a D6?
Yes.
Or does his
So you connect for 5 damage.
Oh, you rolled it. Okay, perfect. That's
Yeah,
better than mine.
So
I didn't realize
I
you
dove
had-
down with the right. Yeah, I am actually back. It was nice having you guys do it for me, though. That was fun.
I'd like to feel involved.
So my guy jumped off the wolf or the bear's back, like kicked off its rump, and then drove down with his main hand, and like the wolf like dipped back, and I hit the ground, and then I spun quickly on my knee and slashed its face.
Poor
And then,
bear's
like,
fucking knocked
looked
down
at-
on his belly.
Looked at Kreia as I did. I'm like, yeah,
Just knocked
woo!
over again. Like,
Yeah, he's just getting fucking acrobatics done off his back while he's laid out on the ground.
just a sloppy ass fighter, like blah, flopping
So-
around.
I am going to need you to leave that square before the end of your turn, though.
That's
There's a
fine.
bear in that square.
I kick off.
So
Kick off the injured bear butt. Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty small. I don't think the bear noticed. Actually, he's like probably bleeding out of areas around there. But whatever.
crits your turn.
Right in a wound.
All right. Do we hear any more howling coming?
No.
No?
Just the happy, just happy wolf sound.
Happy wolf sounds. Ooh, from where?
Or sorry, just the panting that you heard. Nah, you've been in the middle of fighting. You don't hear anything.
Okay. I'm a lance.
Sorry, I take that back.
I'm a lance the fuck out of him.
Okay, and you don't
Miss.
have disadvantage because he is close
He's
enough,
far
and
away.
you miss.
All right. I'm going to get some distance.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. And get away from the cliff. 25, 30. Do I see anything
Okay.
as I go off in this direction?
You 100% see a lot of stuff when you go off in this direction.
Oh.
So you see Megcar
Hey, Maghar.
along
you doing?
with the corpse of a orcish child. Oh, whoop, that is not supposed to be there. There we go.
Yeah.
Along with the corpse of an orcish child and a wolf puppy. And you see Megcar is calming the wolf puppy as it's just panting in Megcar's lap. And you see a few tears rolling down Megcar's eyes as he's just staring into the corpse of the earless orcish child.
Well, damn. I guess I can't give him what for.
I think he started this.
I guess
Trap.
I have 10 more feet of movement. Shit. I thought the Lavender League didn't come this way. That's my turn, I guess.
So Megcar looks at this and says, "This is old,
Oh.
but too young."
Indeed.
So Ren, it's your turn.
That's horrible.
Okay. I'll risk it for the biscuit. I'm staying as a bear. How do you turn the character? Or like, oh, there's a little thing there. Look at that.
I'll handle.
Hot damn.
Dancing bear.
Grunt and slowly get up. And I will move nice and close. Distraction bear.
I'm gonna make you 1 square because you're just 1 square. You asked to be bigger, and I obliged, but you're square big. There you go.
And I will attack again.
Okay.
Go. There we go.
So you connect cleanly with your jaws, but you miss with your paws. and you take a giant chunk of wolf with you. It tastes not great, but it's pretty amazing, but you got a nice chunk.
This gnome is out for blood today.
No, he is.
The wolf looks at you with just tons of saliva dripping from its mouth, looking like one of us has to get a meal today.
I'll throw his chunk of bloody meat back at him. Eat himself.
And it is furious and attacks with fury. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, you the bear do not have that much armor.
No.
Oh.
Oh no.
What the fuck?
So you get knocked back to caster form.
Yeah, so I take, what is it?
10 caster form damage. So the bear had 5 health left, and now you have 5 health left. And it looks confused, but very pleased. Roll the strength save.
Normal or bear?
I don't see a bear.
It'd be normal now.
Ruh-roh.
Sorry.
Is it from the hit
Ruh-roh.
while I was a bear, though?
It says after he hits.
Okay.
So.
Oh, it's not too bad. Look at that.
Oh, you little no strength. Yeah, you totally got this.
Oh, he has better footing now.
Apparently.
Fewer appendages means it's easier to stay standing upright.
I would
Because
Well-
logic.
maybe.
Lower center of
Exactly.
gravity always wins.
Basilio, it's your turn.
Definitely it.
The rest of the rules of physics be damned. Low center of gravity. Wait, did you say it was my turn?
Yes.
Right. That's. I guess. I obviously saved the day. Slash this thing up good. I make like I'm gonna go and run over here, but then I'm like, oh, psych! And then I slash into the face. And then,
So
Give
do
it
that
like
with do that with advantage, please.
alright.
Still stunned.
Bam!
He attacked a bear and a gnome popped out.
And then I quickly drop to one knee and drive my other short sword straight home. Ugh!
Okay. And you connect with both.
Excellent. That's how you do it. You don't need to be a bear. Just need to be amazing. Like myself.
Buddy, what is going on? Jeez. My cat's meowing at my door.
Oh, that could be addressed to
Fair.
Basilio.
So
What's going on, buddy? Is I'm kicking ass.
brutally injured, and same as the last wolf, he looks like he
Had enough?
Okay.
Yes, it looks like he's had enough.
Excellent.
Is Basilio just a bard?
Yes.
Just a bard. Excuse me.
Just like slashing people up? I don't know any bards that are dual wielding swords.
He's a badass bard.
He is the
The
most,
greatest.
He's the most
What are you gonna do it?
exceptionally amazing bard.
I believe.
Oh.
Most magnificent was the term I coined in the beginning.
I told you he
Most
doesn't
big-
The
have
bard
magic.
most magnificent.
And after each of your swords connect, you hear in your just resonate to your head. Oh, you're so magnificent! Oh my god, amazing! Oh,
This is the last thing
Just
he
like-
needed.
just
Damn
sounds
straight.
just like the distant sound of clapping.
You can just see me like nodding my head to applause like after like the strike. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Still in the heat of battle though. There's still just one more, and then there's no one else. All right, yeah, that's the end of my turn. By the way, I don't think I got anything else in the chamber.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. I'm out of my bardic. I can only do 2. Yeah, it doesn't come back until a short rest, I think.
Oh, Ren, you still have a bardic inspiration. Sorry.
Yeah. So, take it away, Reb.
Then my go.
Yep, you go.
Nice.
No, Kraya's
Tired.
go. Kraya's go.
Right,
I said
okay.
Kreia
Are we
2
still
times
in
now.
combat?
Yeah, this wolf still has a little bit of health left. It wants to turn tail, but it hasn't had the chance to yet.
Oh.
Fuck up
Well,
that blue wolf. God.
I'm look to Magcar, and I'll be like, a moment. And how far am I from this thing? Perfect. I'm gonna charge straight at him and attack with my lance.
Mhm.
And miss.
And
Okay. I'm done.
okay. Ren, it is in fact your turn.
Wow.
God. Fired by Basilio's sword work. And I draw. Oh, if I draw my sword, my scimitar, does that count as my action?
No, you have one free draw.
Nice. I'll draw my scimitar. And hack away from below.
From below. Oh, are you like under him?
Well, he's short.
I am very short.
Okay, so
I feel like
I
I
should
could fit
be
under him.
10 squares away if I was hitting with my lance. I was like, what the fuck is anything right now?
He's a gnome, so he's like
Oh.
3.5
That's true.
feet tall at the
Yeah,
most.
he's right there. He keeps popping. He's in this square. in
He's
this square.
popping.
No,
Yeah, that's because I
keep,
dove on him. I keep moving out of square, so it's messing people up.
That's funny.
No, he just keeps snapping to this. He should be.
Oh.
Every time I rotate him, he snaps. But yeah, he's in these.
Oh, because he's so big, yeah. Because he takes actually 6 spaces.
Yeah.
That happens to me often. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. He just floats somewhere in the middle because
Okay,
that's where it
actually,
makes sense. Yeah, I'm done.
Sorry, yes?
Yeah, you connect clean.
I
Let's see.
roll for Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Describe its death.
Nice.
Oh, I'm under it. The sword's coming up from underneath. One big slash over my head. Blood and glory
Just
everywhere.
eviscerate him right above you.
Yeah, big grunt. He falls on top of me, and then I come out. You see a sword poke up through the top. I come right out the top.
My God, man, you've cut him entirely down to size.
Okay.
I believe this was like a 200-pound wolf, and now you've cut him down to like a 60-pound wolf. Easy.
You were a bear covered in wolf mist guts, and then you diverted, but you still wanted wolf guts.
Yeah. So when you shift it back to the wolf guts just dissolved off of you, the same way that your clothes would normally just disappear as you shapeshift into a bear. However, as you slice up through the wolf, you are just covered in a shower of innards. And once again, you are a red red.
Red Red.
Seems
Red.
to be your preferred mode of existence.
Fucking great.
Where's the wee one at?
The wee one?
The little wolf. Where's he at?
Let me at him.
Let me at him.
I guess we well, Magcar's just up ahead. It's attending a dead child. And with that, I'm going to return. They're like, we should probably go. There might be more wolves about.
This was little luck. Didn't even earn the second of his name. They're so young. He was just out trying to tame his first.
Why isn't there more? Would you have been out here alone? This child?
Sorry, you kind of
Said, would this child be hunting alone? Like, why isn't there more here?
So he points at the paint on the child's face, along with the bead of cloves around his neck, and he says, "When you go out on your spirit quest, you always go alone."
Ugh, after what we just dealt with, we're like, yeah, I would. That sounds dangerous as fuck. Sorry, that's horrible.
This one was destined to be a great warrior.
Seems highly impractical to go alone. As I'm walking behind you guys,
Yeah.
like wiping my sword off, just like flicking blood at the snow. Is there snow, or is this just?
So it's like a permafrost, if that makes sense.
A tundra,
I don't know.
perhaps?
Yeah, like a tundra. Yes.
Yes.
Thank
I mean, we are Canadian. It is a thing we have, right? We should all be aware.
It's
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Don't listen to the lies from Big Tundra.
so you don't hear a crunch as you walk over it, but everything is over.
So yeah, you can see me like dipping low and like dragging my short swords across the snow to get
So
the blood off it.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, that doesn't seem like a good idea to go alone, especially in areas like this. Unless, of course, you're myself. Haha. These wolves were nothing to me.
Basilia.
Well, look at me. I like kind of like stand up and like
Can you
point my hands at my body. I'm like, I'm completely unharmed.
Can you not read the situation here?
I
Very
suppose.
inappropriate.
Did all the work.
I do like look glumly at the dead orc and I can't remember his name now. Magthar? Maghar. Yeah. Oh, my apologies. Your friend orc was not as great as I. That is unfortunate.
How does this work?
How do you what?
Say everyone can see his name. Can you not see
I
his
can
name?
see
I
his
can
name.
see it. It was just under the decks when I glanced. I'm standing up at my desk here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good. That was my fault.
No,
I'm like Maglar. I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyways,
Maglar.
point being is, I'm sorry your orc friend was not as cool as I. It is unfortunate. Not many are,
He was but a child.
but we can give him a good burial. I'm sure that's important here, people.
When you say the word burial, you see a glance
From him?
Yes. He says, "Not to the earth. Warriors go to the fire."
But of course, whatever your custom dictates, we shall uphold.
And he says, "And for this one, this one will have a wondrous pyre." So Meghar picks him, wraps him in his cloak, leaving Meghar completely naked outside of his loincloth, and is just carrying the child in his arms, in one arm. Sorry. And
I check out Maghar's junk. How is it? I'm not ashamed. I compare
His
it to my
junk
own.
as ripped as the rest of his body?
Yeah.
Or is it old man saggy?
You brought us
So-
here, David. Illustrate it for me.
Yeah. So you check out his junk. So his glutes are completely toned. There's
Alright, well.
a little bit of cellulose hanging from them, as he is an older gentleman. But like aside from that little bit of a ripple on the skin, you just see a toned, muscular butt. You
All right,
don't
get to the
see
goods.
his junk because it's being hidden underneath his loincloth.
All right, well then we're done here.
It's an excellent.
Nice bomb, Maghar.
Makar hears your whistles and he looks at you like, "Are you calling to the birds?"
Yes, of course.
He
Even the
laughs.
birds love
He
Basilia.
laughs and he says, "Silly birdman." And then he gets very sad as he says the word birdman.
Hype. Must have been
I'll
something from
murder-
I said.
I'll
Or probably
murder
not me, though.
all of these finches.
Just chuckling at Vasilio's antics. I've never met a man quite like you.
All right. Well, I play him a solemn tune, obviously. I can see what you're in the mood for, my friend. And I strike up a solemn violin tune. I'll find one.
Okay. So as you continue marching through the foothills, the direwolf pup is just walking beside Magcar and the young boy. You walk through without any other things of note through the rest of the foothills. As far as you can tell, the spring in Magcar's step is completely gone. He went from being excited about thinking about his youth to just brutally depressed. He's walking with a hung head and 3/4 of his normal pace.
Well, now that we're slow, I'm going to be extremely attentive on our environment.
Okay, so you have to actively slow down so you don't go faster.
Yeah.
Even Ren with your tiny legs. It feels like you're making a funeral procession.
That's fair. Still, not enjoying that hurt anyways.
Okay. You continue marching for a full and you end up back at the main road.
Oh.
And
Magcar,
Magcar
where
says
is your village?
Just a little bit further northwest.
Why did we go back on the main road? I thought we were avoiding it.
And he looks at you and he says, "We have to cross the road." He looks at you as if you're completely daft, and he says, "Did I not tell you that my village was the road?"
No. No, you did not, Magcar.
Oh. You follow the road into the icy fields, then you go west.
West.
Have to follow. If you don't follow the road, then you have to go really wide. Do you want to keep going further wide up into the icy field?
Well,
we can go further north if you prefer. Seems very inefficient. We would still have to cross over the road to get from the northwest to the northeast.
This isn't making any sense to Troy, but Krea's sense of direction is amazing.
Okay, sorry, Troy. Let me draw stuff. Okay.
It's okay. It's not just you, Troy. Like, I'm sitting here listening to this, and I can't tell what the fuck's going on. So
like, shit, I just want to avoid the Lavender League. Where are we even going?
You're going like way past the. Here, let me just like move these Lavender League tokens. They're not necessarily there. You don't know where they are.
Okay.
But he lives past in this direction. Do you see this?
Oh, to the east of the road.
Yeah, to the east of the road.
Oh, you said to the west. I was like, what? Like, why are we even?
No, I said you can go to around the west, but you still have to cross over. Is that the path you want to take?
Okay.
Like this super wide berth to get into the shadow of Kelvin's Cave?
Like, if we don't go that way, I guess there's no point in even going to the foothills.
Okay.
As least space on the road as possible, right?
Yes.
I think that makes sense.
No, that does make sense for what you're telling me. I'm sorry. You'll be around here by the time that it's time to go to bed. By the time the sun sets. Would you like to make camp for the night?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a what?
There's a big scary dragon on the map.
Kreia is.
That's what I was staring at. Like, dragon.
Kreia is aware that there's often tons of sketches made on maps that are just nonsensical fun, but also
just nonsensical fun.
Sometimes the doodles on the map come from something more serious, but sometimes they're just fun doodles on the map.
Well, I treat my maps very seriously. I have an excellent memory for maps and geography. In
So the
fact.
map maker treated his map very seriously, but because he never went past the end of the road into the ice fields, he says, "Here there be dragons," as if to say, "No, no, don't worry, guys. There's nothing past here. Seriously, it's just fields of ice. Don't worry. There's dragons or something. Don't go there." Like that type of an old school map. Like that was the style of maps.
Well, not a map I would draw, but fair enough. Fair enough.
Like in real life, if the Pillars of Hercules were drawn on a map, they would just like draw like the Kraken on the other side of it. Be like, yeah,
It's actually
it's
dope.
fucked up. It's fucked over there. Don't go there.
This is a serious thing that happened in real world maps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, well, sea monster here, obviously, so we don't go there.
Excellent. Okay. All right. So
I
we're
get it.
splitting the watch this time. Are we gonna burn your friend Maghar as we set camp
So Mankar says no, back at the village.
back at the village? All right, that would be best.
This was the son of one of the she deserves to see his pie. Give him a warrior's death. He did die in battle after all. And he looks at his toy shield that's like clearly just like thrown together with like the bark of a tree, and just made to block the blows of other toy weapons. And you see inside of that toy weapon multiple piercings where crossbow bolts shot through. So he looks at it and he says, "He did die in battle. I'm sure it was a battle as well fought as he could."
It's horrible. Dire wolves do not use crossbows.
And he says, "No, the wolves would never. Not one of our own."
No. Probably the Lavender Lake. They have been harvesting ears. Despicable.
Completely. So as you're going to sleep in Maghar, Maghar said, "I'll take the entire night's watch. There's no rest to be made today." And instead of doing a jovial thing where he makes an entire campsite for you, he just plops himself down in the middle of the icy field.
Well, that is more what I'm used to.
I would like to light a fire with produce flame so we stay warm.
Okay. He backs up a little bit, as if thinking, "I preferred the cold." And as he is staring out the abyss, you watch him toying with a little knife in his hand, toying with the knife and scratching at his ears.
The ears. Well, that's the topical thing. I don't think I have anything to say to this man.
Okay.
I'm just dead
Uh,
tired. It's
Vasily, off
sad,
to bed?
and I don't do well with sadness.
Sorry. Vasilio, bedtime?
Yeah, I suppose so. Does a knife look interesting at all? No, just a knife.
It looks like it's a bone. Looks like it's a well carved piece, but
Yeah, no.
type of thing that you would expect from an orc.
Fair enough.
Okay. So you guys go to sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll take first watch.
A Maghar is taking the whole watch.
Ah, okay. Works for me.
Okay. Can I get you to roll perception with disadvantage?
All of us?
Everyone?
Just one person. Someone pick. Who's the lightest sleeper?
I didn't sleep last night, so I believe we have an elf who trances.
Do we?
That's
Who?
you, right?
I'm not an elf.
You're not an elf? Oh.
No, I'm a man. But I'm a pretty elf-like. I'll do it.
Say, I'd be the lightest sleeper.
Okay.
I'm getting some really bad echo.
Yeah, it's from
you're
Nick.
coming through my speakers for some reason. Weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I roll perception.
Okay. Everyone sleeps through the entire night.
Excellent.
When you wake up in the morning, you see Meghar with blood across his face. And you notice that he has sliced off his own ears.
What the fuck? Maghar!
Yeah,
The hell are you
that's about what I
doing?
expected.
I like
New style. Huh,
shake
buddy? I
him.
like
You're
it.
like, what the fuck? He can't hear me anymore.
No, he can. There's still
Still got
holes in
ear
his
holes. Yeah.
here, just not.
Oh
Well.
yeah, that's how ears work. What the hell is wrong with you, Maghar?
It's
Jeez.
probably a weird sensation, I imagine.
So he.
Not having ears to like catch the vibrations properly.
I don't
know. I don't
understand
know how
this
that works.
orc.
He looks at you and he says, "Cut off the ears to spite the peacocks."
I did not know that orcs grew their ears back.
What?
Interesting.
And
Need
he,
ears.
Do you intend to turn them in for their bounty? I cock my eyebrow.
Maghar, that
so
was not smart.
you see in the campfire that clearly something organic has been burned.
Is it
No.
the body of the
I think
The
it's
free
ears.
gold.
No, something smaller, more ear-sized.
Oh. Huh. Wait.
I wonder
Oh,
what that might have
He
been.
doesn't have his ears on him. His person, they're cut off.
He's cut them off and he's burnt them.
All right, yeah.
It's like this.
What,
is
what's out of the fire there,
ridiculous.
Maghar? Oh,
Yeah.
you can't hear me, can you?
No, he can still hear somewhat well, and he says,
I'm just messing with them.
Probably
He
shouldn't have
says,
left him alone after all.
"Can't let these peacocks get the better of me."
Well,
Well, you can't hear, so they're
you,
probably gonna
you're gonna get
Well-
ambushed for sure.
I just shrugged.
way.
I mean,
You-
why would
Treating
they
this
ambush
as
him?
if they've already killed you.
I mean, he's not worth anything now. I think it's smart.
Oh, not how I'd like to live.
Well, no, of course. I would simply just take on the Lavender League and defeat them all, but to each their own.
And then, can I get everyone to pretend like they're not listening? That's not Clayton.
Wait, what?
If you're not me, you're not paying attention.
Oh, sure, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
Clayton. It's time for your day.
Yay!
I gave you an option to meet up with the team cleanly. You chose not to take it. I'm a reasonable person.
Doesn't seem like it. Anyways,
God damn
Hey,
it,
man, I got
Maghar.
some orcs to kill. I need some ears.
Okay.
He's gonna be with the Lavender League when we show up.
So,
Well, Clayton can join our group now because he won't be tempted to kill Maghar. Just kidding.
so
Go on.
So Clayton, are you just gonna follow the? Are you gonna follow the through the towns?
Yeah, whatever, like whatever is the obvious path that the Lavender League is taking, I'm just gonna follow after that.
Okay, so because you had a much easier walk and didn't have to deal with foothills or dire wolves or any of that nonsense, you had a very easy path
Nice.
Well, what path did he pick? When did we pick that path?
because you chose to avoid the road.
I'm just kidding.
So you make it. You walk through Caer Dineval. You walk through Caer Konig, and then you just keep walking north. You look over at Kelvin's Cairn. You see this beast of a of a mountain beside you to one side, and a icy cold lake to the other, but a clear and easy path walking forwards. So it's crisp day. You smell the nice lake, and everything just feels in your favor walking forwards. Would you like to do anything in particular today?
Is there anything that, aside from just kind of following after the Lavender League, that looks maybe slightly strange or out of place around me, or anything just kind of interesting aside from the landscape itself?
Hey,
As
Yeah,
you walk
I'll be right
through
there.
Caerconic, you bump into a few of the townsfolk, and the townsfolk, they seem overall exceptionally happy to see a friendly face, and they say, "Hey, there's a traveler, and it's not one of those purple ass hats."
Right.
Uh, so they walk over, they try to sell you some of their wares, and they say, "Hey, would you like some supply? We have some rations, we have some wine, we have some fish. What can we get for you?"
I'm good on rations, but I'm always down for some good wine.
And they say, "Oh yeah, we have some great wine. Comes in from Bryn Shander every few months. There's a great caravan that comes in. I think they're coming from some sort of a monastery or something. My goodness, it might be holy wine. It's good wine though." So he pours you a little bit in a cup, and he says, "Here, taste some first." Uh, so as you taste it, so it's fine. It's an okay wine. You're a noble. It's peasant shit. But like, it's perfectly serviceable table wine. Like, this is, if you were at a wedding, this would be maybe the fourth cask of wine that gets opened on your table. What to do?
Well, I guess this wine is serviceable. You know, I can take some of it. It's better than nothing, that's for sure. But tell me, I heard you guys talking about those purple ass hats. Who are you talking about?
They look at you as if you're from like a different planet. They haven't been paying attention. And they say, I don't know, like they wear like these weird, stupid purple feathers. They go and they come in a hunting party, and they think they're all big because they're from the big city. Just a bunch of rude people, and then they point at a barn that has a clan's cigarette. Got holes in our clan sigil. Just because our clan sigil happens to be a circle around a face, it's not a bullseye. No respect for anyone or anything. Heck, they didn't even want to have any of our wine. Just march, 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 march.
Well, you can hardly blame your betters thinking that they were indeed better than you.
On hearing that, he takes the wine back, looks at you, and everyone just kind of grumbles.
The man just took the wine.
He says, "Look, man, everyone here is tough. We know what we're doing up in the frozen north. We know that you need wolf's fur, not feathers, if you want to stay warm. Come 3 months, there are going to be a bunch of purple popsicles."
Grape.
Tony the Tiger here, coming live from the foothills.
Grape.
And they look at you and your in your noble clothes, and they say maybe you're not going to be much better off. If you'd like a parka, we always have spares, but only if you're willing to do honest work.
No, I think I'm fine without your charity. I'm good to keep on going.
Okay. So then you continue marching. You make it a fair way up the path. You start to see the foothills end and the landscape flatten out. In front of you in all directions is just a flat tundra. You can see a ridiculously long distance in any direction. It makes you think of something that your shoot, what do you call a person that takes care of a baby?
Inmate or
like a-
something?
You mean like a
Oh
a
my
nanny?
God. Yes,
Like
that you. Thank you. That your
Oh.
nanny used to say.
I was
That
gonna say midwife, but fuck.
That's before the baby.
she was from a desert civilization, and she said that in the plains, if your camel decided to run away, you could watch it run away for the next 3 days. And this joke comes into your head looking into the vast, icy wastes ahead of you.
That's a good one.
It's not,
So-
it's not me, it's your nanny.
Do I see anything distinguishing across the tundra? Like, is there anything that looks out of place or worth investigating?
You tons of tracks. Can I get survival?
Yeah. Shit, I gotta open my character sheet again. It's been a while.
Sorry.
It's all good. Ooh. The big old 12.
So these are very, very. So everyone else, close your ears.
La, 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 la. I'm just gonna take
So-
off my headset.
What you see is marching tracks. Looks like something that you're used to seeing from a small unit. You see the tracks of 3 war horses, along with 2 dogs, in a very clear file. But then after that, you also see what looks to be the tracks of stragglers that were clearly made more recently. I think that's reasonable with a 12. Yeah, you don't seem, and yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Okay. And is there anything else in the distance that I can see?
Further in the distance, you see what appears to be so to your east you see more rolling hills. Sorry, to your east you see the beginning of a mountain lake and more rolling hills up in this direction. To your west, you just see icy plains.
Okay. And which direction are the tracks heading towards? Are they just following along the road?
They are just following along the road, but way up in the distance, you see that they might be diverging off this way, off to the east, but it's really far away.
Okay, I'll just continue following the tracks for. Well, actually, what time of day is it right now?
I was gonna say the sun is just setting.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm gonna try and find somewhere sheltered, like if there's an embankment with a small cave or something, and try and hole up for the night.
Okay, so right by the riverbank, there is a little bit of, not quite a cave, but more of a hill with a cliff with it, like a cliff face. You know what I mean?
Yep.
A short one, so it's a maybe 6 foot tall cliff face.
Okay, I'll hole up there for the night. I'll have a small fire for warmth going, and I'll rest up there.
Can I get you to roll a 1d20?
Yeah.
So you hear regular outdoorsy sounds because you're so close to the road and so close to the lake. Nothing decides to come and bother you, and you have an uneventful sleep aside from it being. It's a beautiful outdoor sleep, but like it's uneventful, beautiful outdoor sleep.
Perfect. Just the way I like it.
Okay, so the sun rises the next morning. Are you going to just continue following the path in the tracks?
Yeah, I'll get up and clean up camp and just kind of give another quick survey. Just see if there's anything that happened overnight or anybody else out and about that maybe I can catch a glimpse of before if I see nothing, I'll decide to follow the tracks again.
Okay, so you're following the tracks before you see anything. So to everyone that's not Clayton, you wake up in the morning. Megcar says, "Come this way," and he starts walking you west. As you are walking west, you notice way off in the distance a single walker on a road.
Okay.
What would everyone like to do? Just continue walking?
I would like to tell Magger I don't think he should lead the way anymore because his perception is going to suck.
I will stay back with him.
Man hasn't cut out his eyes yet.
Yet.
Jeez, I'm not gonna knock his strange customs, but I don't want to get ambushed again.
I don't want to be part of those customs. These years are too brilliant.
All right. I want to roll perception. What's this lone figure all about? Yeah.
Okay.
Consistent.
So the most important thing that you can see is that he is not purple.
All right.
Otherwise, he looks like he's just a man walking. So just a single man walking. Not walking terribly quickly, but not walking slowly either.
I guess
Man, look! I helped Troy. I'm like, look at his gait.
He's sticking to the path.
Interesting.
Wow.
Can I?
You notice that he notices you as well.
Ah, shit.
All right, I draw my bow.
Not very
Obviously, we're
sneaky
gonna
this
take him
time.
I guess we do have to speak extra loud for Magher to hear us now.
And it's also on a completely flat plane, so no one is sneaking up on anyone.
Great. Wanted to avoid a run-in. All right. With the orc haters, which is everybody.
Does this man look like villainous?
We're just kind of standing there.
Or is he's walking towards us?
I don't know what you mean by villainous.
I mean, like, does he look? I guess.
Does he look like someone you would leave your children with?
Yeah, like, does he look like he would pillage
A midwife?
people on the road, or does he look
You're
like
too far away to tell, but he's
Okay.
not wearing all black and he's not wearing purple. So he doesn't
Alright.
look like Bandit wearing black or wearing camouflage, or like the Lavender League wearing purple.
must be one of my fans? Hello, I hail him.
Perfect. Yeah, you can do the talking.
Yeah, so sorry, Clayton, and you guys tell me what happens.
Well, I wave to him in the distance. Good sir, it is Vasilio, the most magnificent. You have found him. Vasilio, the most magnificent. I like put out both my arms, a theatrical gesture.
And Nick, in your mind, you didn't hear who. You said you heard you.
Yeah, that makes sense. And companions. And I gesture to Kreia and to Jen. I keep wanting to say
Ren.
Rem. It's Ren, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my buddy's name is Rem, so it throws me off hard.
Well, he's the Ren to your Stimpy.
Yeah, that's okay. That's cool. I can work with that.
All right. Yeah, never heard of you. Not even a little bit.
That is unlikely, friend. I'm certain you have. Hence,
So,
why would
did
you
you
have
guys
traveled
speak
all
off
this
each
way to
other's
find
show?
me?
I can't believe that you would that you could be so magnificent if you were to travel with such riffraff.
That's true. I am so magnificent. I just catch that part. I like this guy. Yeah, let's go.
What are you doing out here?
We're walking towards you. I mean, I guess what are we doing out here? Like, I stop a good distance from you so you can't like quite hear us talk, and I like quickly turn to Cray. I'm like, what are we doing out here? Where are we going?
We're escorting our friend here.
Oh, we're still going to his village.
Yes.
Ah, yes. Forgot.
It's like kind of like easing the tension in my temples. It's like
I turn back to Clayton in the distance. We're escorting this humble orc a distance to his home, for we are most generous. I stumble off my thoughts.
yeah, most interesting.
You're-
I thought you were gonna
you're
say most
escorting-
helpful.
An orc?
Yeah,
Why?
I stop to think about it. Turn back. Are we making money for this?
No.
Interesting. I usually make money.
I
I do not
usually-
know. I suppose just to grow our reputation. Put my hands out and wide gesture and shrug. As I've said before, certain you've heard of us and our great deeds.
I can assure you I have not. However, I see your escort subject is looking worse for the wear. Not very good at your job, are you?
Oof. Well, that was not our fault. Self-mutilation is not something you can predict. But perhaps you have made a point. I do look back and see his like mutilated ears. It's not a pretty sight.
Never have I heard of an escort so terrible that the person being escorted would rather mutilate themselves than continue to be escorted.
I like turn back and like leer at him, and I'm like, "You will take back those words. I will not have you going about besmirching my reputation."
Frankly, I think your reputation's already in the dump if you were to lower yourself to escorting an orc.
I don't know if I like this guy. I turn back to Kreia. Perhaps
Why?
we should fight him.
I don't know what crawled up his ass. Should be on your way, traveler.
Ask how he feels about purple people.
Yes, that is a good test of somebody's metal. I was going to say
Metal?
manhood, but that's not the right word. Like, how do I tell? What's a word that's like old timey for like their point of view? 'Cause point of view sounds too
Dastardly?
intellectual. Yes, to find out if
Are
his
you
thoughts
a
are dastardly
dastard?
or not. I turn back to him now, like from our little huddle. Traveler, how do you feel about the League of Purple?
The League of Purple?
The
Lavender
violet.
League.
The Lavender
Lavender-
League?
Whatever the hell they
The
call
posse of
themselves.
purple pansies.
Yes.
I don't have any particularly strong feelings one way or another, although I do know that they are offering coin for orcish years.
And are you among them?
Am I traveling with them?
Yes. Do you sympathize with their views?
I sympathize with gold.
Huh.
Well,
Can't
there's
say we
none
have
of
much
us where we're
gold.
headed.
Only integrity, apparently. Usually there's gold, but
Indeed.
I'm sure there will be once we arrive, and the hordes of fans arrive. For as I've said before, I am the Bard Most Magnificent. I know we've got off to a bad foot here, but you join our cause, and I can guarantee there will be gold aplenty. Seems to be the way of things.
You speak of a cause. What is your cause exactly, aside from thinking you're some magnificent fool?
I suppose creating that magnanimous standing among the people of Ten Towns. What better cause could there be?
So truly then, why are you traveling with this orc? What led to this?
Have you never done anything out of the goodness of your heart, my friend?
I don't understand why traveling with an orc is doing something out of the goodness of your heart. What reason could you possibly have?
Well,
I do not overthink things generally. Huh. Tend to help people who are in need and who enjoy my music.
What
But-
need does he have of your escort?
Well, as you know, that many people dislike orcs. And this one in particular, my horse friend here tells me, is very peaceful and among peaceful other orcs. Right? Huh? I didn't quite get the full conversation of. He's a good one, right?
yes.
You're a good one, right?
Yes.
Double check my story real quick.
Yes. The only thing he's harmed is himself.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he's of a peaceful orc tribe, and I don't think he deserves the mutilations being wrought among his people. So we rescued him from a cave along with a bunch of townsfolk, and just making sure he gets home safe.
I see. What is his tribe exactly?
David, what is his tribe?
So are you asking my car?
Am I
Yeah, you might
asking
as well
your
direct
car?
that question to Maghar.
No, I
Yeah.
feel like he's told us. I just don't remember.
Oh,
Well-
okay. So he's told you that he is of the Dragonclaw clan,
He's from
and that the Dragonclaw were the ancestral protectors and the ancestral protectors of the frozen tundra, and were the great enemies of the. He's. Yes, he doesn't spit, but like when he said this to you, he spat. The frozen dragon.
He's of the Dragonclaw tribe. They're not your typical pillaging orcs. I'm sure he'd answer for himself if he could hear.
He can hear.
He can hear. He's just not as well.
I just picture Maghar be like, "What?"
He's like turning his head and holding his ear up, like, "What'd you say?
What?
Did you mention me?"
He's currently concentrating on something, and the staff in his hand is lighting up, and you can tell that he's more than ready for a confrontation, and that's all that is on his mind. Is he heard Alfonso say that he was interested in the gold from ears.
Yes,
Uh,
justifiably.
After
ready
that
for
point,
combat.
Alfonso can't see because of the distance, but you guys can see that the eyes on his dragon head staff have lit up, and that he's clearly concentrating on a spell.
Well, better not hit me with that. Okay. Can we, like, is he behind us? Would we even notice that he's spelling up?
Spelling up.
I don't know.
I mean,
Like,
You-
how far away are
you
we
would
saying
know.
that we are?
yeah.
Currently, you're it's a frozen tundra. You've been walking towards each other this whole chat. I'd say around 300 feet.
And he's casting a spell 300 feet away?
No, he's concentrating and preparing a spell.
Okay.
Ready action.
Wait, so are we close to Clayton then, talking?
Like 300 feet away.
You're
We're
you're
yelling across
you
a
can-
tundra.
You can hear because it's tundra. Yeah.
We're yelling across. Oh, okay. That's fair. Huh. It's a weird conversation to have in the distance.
Yeah,
Not
just
the picture I was
screaming
picturing.
across the fucking open
I was
plain.
picturing, like, I yelled at you maybe at the 300 feet mark, and then
Yeah,
by the time we were
maybe
talking, we were like
50 or
20.
60 feet apart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'm sorry.
it seems we're traveling in the same direction, anyways. Would you be willing to?
If we wanted to be
What?
closer, we could be as close as 100 feet.
I guess we can approach.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of say like, well, it appears we must share the road for a ways at least. Are you? If you're willing to put up with us.
Well, I wouldn't. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in what claims to be peaceful, good orcs. I'm interested to see if such a thing could ever possibly exist, although I am doubtful.
Well, yeah, I guess we'll see what their village is like soon.
Well, I can tell you, friend, I've seen many a things in my short life, and a town full of peace-loving orcs, I doubt is the most outrageous. I shall sing a tale about it once we do see it.
Please
I tell
don't.
you. I shall.
Aye. If there is a tale to be told, no doubt you are the best to tell it.
Why, thank you. I shall start working on it now. It shall be one of my most famous works. Pull out my violin. Start playing. I don't know what kind of tune yet. The Pirates of the Caribbean tune, I put it in there earlier. That's perfect. Yeah.
So Meghar is going to start questioning Alfonso. And say, "You, why do you walk into our lands?"
Sorry, David, I didn't hear what you said very well.
Oh, sorry. Why do you walk into our lands?
Easy money, obviously.
I only came here seeking to complete a task that I was given.
So he cocks his head, and as he twists his head, you see a few drops of blood spilling out of where his ears used to be.
Yeah, you missed us. Oh, never mind.
And he cocks his head a little bit, and he says, "A task. I could give you a task."
And what task might an orc deign to give me?
You are looking for a bounty? I want. And he thinks and he says, "What is a human part?"
Goodness, Maghar. You couldn't possibly mean.
The heads with feathers. If you can bring me their feathered heads, I will reward you handsomely. And Meghar looks at you and says, "You magician? You warlock?"
A warlock? No. I'm a wizard. A truly great one at that. You best remember it.
So he shrugs. He says, "Human shaman."
I don't feel comfortable with this talk of taking heads.
And he
And
says,
blood.
"You can bring me." And then he looks at the child in his arms and his own ears, and he says, "4 will be enough. If you bring me 4 of these peacocks, I will happily give you one of our ancient scrolls."
Dun 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 dun. In the distance, delighting it.
I'm interested, but I need to see your village first before I lower myself to deal with somebody I do not know. I must
Okay.
be sure of your origins.
Okay. So he says, "We'll easily make mince of you. Come, see the village."
Easily make what of me?
And then he laughs and he says, "Mince."
Dun 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 dun
Did he
dun dun dun.
rip his own tongue out too when we were talking over there? Did we miss it again?
No, mince. Like a minced meat.
Oh, not a
Yeah,
mint.
Like
Okay.
dice,
I thought you said
Ground
mint.
human.
mince and dice.
I was like, why do you want to make him a breath mint? I thought you said you liked the smell of poop himself horses or something. Moose. You said moose. Okay.
Moose.
Cool. Right.
Onward then.
I'm just kind of just like awkwardly like, all right, we're gonna wipe our hands of this soon, anyways. It's only natural for a man in his position to feel vengeful, I suppose. Looking the other way.
Okay. And then he looks at him as he catches up. He says, "How many heads you think you get?"
What?
Not to you, to Alfonso.
Oh, good. Okay.
He seems very happy. Someone that he could just put on a task. He's like, "Oh, it seems like an easy fix." How many head you think you get, Mr. Taskman?
Taskman.
No.
You say you
Is it
want
task-
4? I could bring you 8.
And he says, "Oh, 8. If you bring me 8 and the Grand Peacock, you can have one of my own treasures." And I don't know if you've seen Mage yet, but here, I'll send you this. And Mage has a staff that's been carved out of what looks actually. Let me think. What do you know of dragons?
Funny you should mention that because Alfonso is a huge Draconic nerd.
Okay.
He speaks fairly proficiently Draconic and spends
Perfect.
as much time as possible researching dragons.
Okay. So then you see a staff that is adorned with the skull of a winged kobold. So a high-ranking kobold, but not a dragon. Along with a necklace made of claws. One of the claws you can tell came from a dragon. The rest of them came from kobolds, along with a pouch, and inside of his pouch you don't know, but it looks to be something. And he is wearing 4 rings on his fingers.
Sweet.
Guy's got the bling.
Hell yeah.
Had no idea. So distracted by his dong.
Basilio.
What?
But so if you are a draconic nerd, then you know that turning a draconic creature into a spellcasting focus takes an exceptional amount of magical knowledge and energy, and that Makar is quite proficient. Or if he was the one to have made the staff, he would be quite proficient, and you have no reason to believe otherwise.
Sweet. I'm gonna ask him. Was he the one that made his focus? Like, did he make his staff himself?
We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
And you see the inkling of a smile coming across his face, and he says, "Oh yes, the last time the Great Whites came, or last time they tried to come. The Harbingers come first. We hunt down their Harbingers, trying to do their pathetic rituals."
Right. You have my attention, Orc.
What's that? Is winter coming? Oh, sorry. Back to my bad one.
And then he looks at you and he says, "It's late spring. Eventually." Oh no, I'm so sorry. It's September. It's fall. Eventually, winter will come. Thank you, Troy. I was trying to do exactly that.
I got you.
And then the White Walkers.
We must go south of the wall.
Oh, wait. My mistake. I'm mixing my genres. You continue.
Red, do you have anything to say about his joke about the undead coming?
Oh, we made a joke about that?
Yeah. Also, I'm so sorry. Wisdom saves a new morning.
Just for Ren?
Just for Ren.
Yeah, pay attention.
That was almost bad.
Just kidding. Just sounded like he made you do a wisdom check because you weren't paying attention for like a second.
No, it's because I wasn't paying attention. Okay, good, because you did have disadvantage. Good. Okay, Ren. Where were we? Right. He made a joke about the undead coming. What do you have to say about that?
I say that the undead is nothing to joke about.
Fear not, I shall protect you from them as well. Like I just slayed all the dire. I like stand heroically. Just stand.
Slay what is already dead, though.
We shall see.
Come a few more nights, we may find ourselves facing them if we were to follow that group that I forget their name.
The Lavender League.
League of
No.
Lavender.
No, the League of Badasses, the other ones.
Oh, the red guys.
The red guys.
Yes. Please tell me I made a note. I did not make a note. I'm a terrible DM.
Those fine warriors who requested our aid, we may find ourselves facing off against the undead sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Perhaps after our affairs are...
Such a good name. Gosh darn it.
We'll come up with a better name. The Crimson Band. Was that it?
That sounds about right.
Perfect.
Vasilio's band. I like that better. Yes, it shall be a great band. I just kind of wander off, daydreaming.
Fucking love Vasilio.
Such a
Who
pompous
doesn't
fool.
love Vasilio? Ha!
Alfonso's
count
not a
myself
big
amongst
fan
your
of
fans.
Vasilio.
We'll see. You'll come around.
Highly
They all
doubtful.
come around. I'll just have to save him in battle. That'll do it. Then he'll love me. Like talking to my ring
It's like
or my
plotting.
amulet now.
Okay.
They'll all love me.
So as we continue walking, Ren, you're gonna feel something clawing at your feet.
Looking at my feet.
Yeah.
Can I see what it is?
You will have to give me like 30 seconds. I'm just gonna paste it in the.
He needs to invent what it is.
No, I just didn't put the thing in a journal. Are you gonna do?
It's the mysterious foot-grabbing entity. That's all you need to know.
It looks to you like a severed hand, and you feel it
Severed
just
hand.
clawing at your feet, just trying to grab.
I jump back and grunt loudly, getting everyone's attention.
Okay. As you jump back, it is still holding on to you, so it gets pulled
Oh.
with.
Jesus.
I'd like you to
Yeah.
roll initiative.
Ew.
Oh,
Just you, Ren. Just you.
Ooh, aha, You're rolling for Ren with that one, right? Right?
No.
Damn it!
Sorry, Ren.
It's such a good roll!
no.
Sorry, Ren.
Would you like to roll?
Initiative?
Oh, did it not pop up?
No.
Does not look like it.
Oh my God! It's right there. It's 7. Okay, so you okay?
Oh.
So
I'll roll again.
the claw tries to squeeze your ankle and scratch into you.
Oh boy.
Does a 19 hit?
My armor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it hits you for 4 damage. and you just feel a little bit of blood trickle out.
Oh, you're getting the sickness.
Black spot.
What would you like to do? It's your turn.
Can I like flick it off of my foot?
Oh,
Flick it.
That's fucking disgusting.
It's like a little booger.
All right, I'll pause this at our party. That's it. That's the line.
Sure. How so?
So, in a very swift flick forwards,
Okay.
a little bit of a shake at the end.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So that uses half of your movement because you've been shaking around, but not your action. I'll say because you're shaking your leg.
Okay.
And it's on the ground in front of you. What would you like to do?
I'd like to kick it away from me.
Roll a 1d20.
It's just gonna grab onto your foot when you try and kick it.
I'll lick it again.
Okay. So roll those wind ties. As you go to kick it, it disappears into a puff of smoke. Everyone looks at you very confused.
Did we see it all go down?
You saw Ren jump, shake his leg, and then go to kick it. Nothing.
Huh. Ren,
What is-
are you all right?
You guys not see that?
Um,
The hand
Oh my
is
god.
on me. It's
it was
grabbing
pretty
me.
good. It was a decent kick. I mean, better if it connected on something, I think.
You guys see the blood running down my leg?
You're always bloody.
Just still covered in more blood.
Is that still from the bear? You haven't washed yourself off yet? Okay.
Oh, it's a
and you did
hand.
not rest in a place near water.
There's a hand, I
good.
say. It
Yeah.
grabbed me.
Is there normally hands that jump out of the ground in these lands, Magar?
So Maker is gonna say no. No, not since the old times.
After my brick, Kreia. You know, I told you about that.
The brick. Why do you? You'll have to explain that to me again later. After your break. Why do you carry something around that the undead seek?
Trying to find out why. They just want it.
Well,
What is
fair
it?
enough. Fair enough.
The moss-covered brick.
And what compels you to keep it?
Undead are after it.
Well, we are in the presence of, a
Hmm.
self-esteemed, brilliant wizard. Maybe he could tell why.
True.
I've heard that undead are born from magic more often than not.
What does he know of the brick?
What does the brick do?
What doesn't the brick do?
I'm pretty
So Clayton,
Like
would
it-
you like
enticed by it, but I'm also relatively confused. Like, do you do anything with the brick?
I just carry it. It's a relic.
And how did you get this relic?
It's from my homeland, where I was protecting.
No.
Okay.
It's from north of Bremen where you were protecting it.
Not my homeland.
But you just showed up and you were like, all right, I'll protect that brick. And now you haul it around with you?
Sorry, Ash, just
It's all good.
I'm not judging you. I'm just trying to, like, don't let my short sentences sound mean.
I was protecting my ruins, and the undead came after me, seeming to seek the brick.
All right, that's fair. I mean, I'm all for protecting the brick. Yeah. I should get that across to everyone right now. I'm just trying to understand the brick as well. At the same time, I should probably know why. What does it do?
It's a
Is it
relic
like
of
a
the
ring?
stone.
My brick?
so Nick, you've done this earlier, and when you looked at the brick before, it was a brick, just a brick.
All right.
Would you like to touch my brick?
That's the
Hold
greatest
it in your hand.
proposition.
Yes.
I would. Yeah, I will touch it.
Okay, roll a wisdom.
All right. I fear no brick. Where's my sheet?
Instant death.
Sounds like the oh my god, he's so wise.
Okay.
That's right. I
Critical
just take that
miss.
brick.
Instantly die.
What? No. I broke that brick with my mind. I'm so magnificent.
So,
The undead
sorry,
are fearful of me now.
sorry, I should be rolling these in secret, but roll a wisdom save for things that you have no idea are happening. Be a better way to put this.
Oh, the one you
You
rolled
touch
already?
the brick and you don't notice anything. I should just be rolling these behind a screen. I should be rolling behind a screen.
What? Well, then how can I epically break things with my mind if I don't know I crit?
You don't know. You don't know anything happened.
Oh,
Sorry, Nick.
well, I wasn't overcome by the brick, that's for sure. I can tell you that fucking much.
You know that.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it seems I don't know why the undead would want it, I guess. So, and if it didn't do anything to me, then that's right. It wouldn't. It's afraid. I guess I'm done.
Okay.
I'm not getting anything from this. My bad.
I don't think I'll touch the brick.
Eh,
That's the brick.
it's
Alfonso,
than
touch the
intense.
brick.
I could identify the brick if you're thinking it's magic.
Oh, it's magic.
oh, that
Wait.
thing's overrated.
The brick is over.
Yep. I'm over it.
Is it
Go
not
back
getting
to
into
your
your
tunes.
stories?
Yeah, we'll see.
The ballad,
See what it does.
the ballad of the brick.
Not ruling it out, but as it stands, nope. Not friggin' in there.
So wait. So this brick is, it's a magic item, but you have no idea what it is or what it does.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, I could tell you.
Tell me then. Let me know.
Well, la-di-da. Luke,
Touch my
who's a
brick.
scholarly wizard who reads about shit.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
I could just ritual cast identify.
shit.
Do you have 100 gold worth of ingredients? Or sorry, materials?
Ooh,
I mean,
that's
yeah.
an expensive spell. Of course he is. He's a rich, pompous nobleman. I don't
Yeah, you don't?
know.
I don't think you have 100 gold, like a pearl worth 100 gold.
Did I not put them on my character sheet?
Do you really have a pearl worth 100 gold on your character sheet?
Why wouldn't I? I'm a fucking noble. I'm not like a brand new wizard. If you don't want me to have the pearl, then I won't do it. That's fine.
No, you can totally have it. I just wanted to make sure that you're wasting 100 gold on this. It's a break.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Because you
why
only get
not?
X amount of gold at the beginning of the game, is all we're saying, I think. I think that's what he's getting at, is you only have so much gold to begin and build your character with.
Yeah, I know. I built the level 1 character based on just standard player handbook.
Fair enough.
Nothing
Fair enough.
bad.
Good job, man. I mean,
But I just kind of assumed that I'm a noble and I'm second level, so I would have had some experience and chance to get at least 100 gold. I don't think that's too crazy. But if you don't want me to have it, then that's fine.
No. You can totally have it. I'm sorry. I was just caught off guard.
Hey man, I don't know. I'm interested in this brick.
Okay.
It's my whim.
Okay. I love this whim. So you're gonna cast Identify?
Sure. Tell me
Yeah.
about the brick.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't have wasted it on that brick.
It's 100 gold. What is that? A banana?
I would
I
love to try one of these bananas.
God, Clayton, you are great. Okay, so you cast Identify on the brick, and you can see if any spells are affecting the item, what they are, and if the item was created by a spell, what spell created it. So you see that the brick is currently being affected by the spell Scry, and that currently it is being used as a point to Scry 2. You also notice that the brick was created by the spell Create Phylactery as a small part of an overall phylactery.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you guys are being spied on by some fucking nasty lich. Just FYI.
Lich?
He's probably one of my fans.
I don't think that's the kind of fan you want, Vasilio.
Well, you can't always choose your fan.
So yeah, if your pint-sized friend there is talking about some undead hand attacking him, there's a pretty good chance this brick has something to do with it. So you do with that information what you would.
Oh my lord.
Just know
Oh,
that
shit.
it is spying on all of us right now.
You say grab for Ren. Ha! Probably didn't see me. Makes sense.
Oh, you touched the brick. He knows.
Interesting. I'll have to stay
Dare
on
I
one guard.
ask where you got this brick from?
My ruins that I was protecting north of Bremen.
So
Is that
on the map, it is clearly labeled as the Accursed Tower.
Right there. Yeah.
Sounds
Okay.
about right.
You guys were there like earlier.
Only Ashton was.
That's where it was before the whole
Okay.
adventure.
Gotcha.
They probably know me there too, though. If you're concerned about it, just say my name when you get there. It's fine.
I will never be concerned about you, Basilio.
Well,
Don't worry
one
about
day
that.
perhaps.
What?
Don't you worry, my friend. I'll win you over.
Well, a lich. I guess that explains what happened to your ruins, Ren.
Yeah.
That is not the sort of folk I'd hope I'd be on someone's radar.
Yeah, my suggestion to you would be to ditch that and just leave it be.
I cannot. I put the
Alright.
brick away and suggest that we move onward with our quest.
Whatever. It's your funeral.
You're coming with me.
There might not be a funeral.
Ha,
If it's,
I guarantee it won't be.
Death from a lich. If you catch my meaning.
Yes, of course. We'll just defeat it candidly. Good one, Kreia. I shall write an epic ballad about it.
But not the brick?
Of course not the brick. Hasn't done anything interesting as of yet.
What is I know this, but what is a phylacterine?
It's the lich's like a
It's the
keystone
container
back
for a
to the
lich's
world.
soul.
Yeah.
I know, but Kreia doesn't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, phylactery. Yeah. What is a good metaphor? It is like an undead's soul cage. Is that a good word?
Carrying around a soul?
Pretty much carrying around a lich.
That is terrible. Why don't you destroy it?
I don't know
It's-
how.
Difficult, I believe.
Is it? Could
Yeah.
you could try hitting it with a hammer.
Can
I
we try
just
that?
shrug. I'm like, "Ah."
I'd like to try that.
Pretty strong. I don't actually have a hammer. Magar, you got a pretty good axe, right?
So Makar looks at you like, I gave you the axe.
You gave me a child's hand axe that I begrudgingly accepted because I didn't want to anger you.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool.
This is
I'll
not the,
totally use it.
This is not the caliber of weight that I was implying would be required for a task such as this.
Megcar says, when we get to the village, there are plenty of axesmiths.
Just
Okay.
pick up a rock.
Maybe that'll do. Let's set it over there, and we'll just huck rocks at it from a safe distance.
That's not quite what I was thinking,
But
but
yet
sure.
the brick isn't
I'm in.
itself a rock. Let's just throw it against the cliff face.
If anyone could do it, Vasilio can. I just grab a fist-sized rock. Put it over there. I'm ready.
I don't think we can risk breaking the brick.
Really?
Or if the brick breaks and the lich just comes flying right out.
Oh god, that would be terrifying.
I
Is
draw
that
my
how
sword with my other
phylacteries
hand.
work?
I draw my sword with my left, and I'll defeat him as well.
Basilio,
Sword
I'm not
out.
sure how you've survived this long.
I don't see why you would feel that way. I mean, epic swordplay, great ballots, beautiful smile. How could I fail?
So, are we trying to stash the brick?
We're talking about it, but I don't know if we're actually going to do it. That's up to Ren.
I suggest
I'd like to put the brick away.
carrying on.
It was like,
It is my brick.
it's like super away now.
Yeah.
Change it from the
What was I doing with
external
this rock?
pocket to the inside pocket.
Exactly.
I just dropped the
sight, out
rock
of
and
mind.
shrug, forgetting what's happening, thinking about my awesomeness. Onward then.
So you're just gonna keep the lich stone on you that's spying on everyone around it? You're cool with that?
Must find out how to destroy it properly.
I'm always being spied on, my friend. That's the perils of being famous.
You're not famous.
Oh, I beg to differ.
The tavern folk do love him.
This is true. This is true. People in all over love me.
The tavern folk love having a roof over their head.
And my ballots, friend. And I crank up the violin,
I could care less about the roof.
hearing no further argument.
You're a horse. Of course you care not about a roof over your head.
I'm not a mere horse. I'm not sure you've ever ridden a horse, if that's what you think I am. But
Violin just screeches to a stop. He did not just call her a horse. You have to earn that right, my friend. And then I start putting the violin back on.
As we continue on in awkward brick silence and
Yeah.
violin of a very jovial tune that Magcar may or may not hear.
He's just in the background, like trying to figure out what's going on with the brick.
He's like trying to nod his head to the beat, but he's like getting it all
What's going
wrong.
Makar hears you talk about a phylactery, and he just... It's something that doesn't concern him. It would be... he is of the opinion that... No, he wouldn't tell you this, but he doesn't give a shit about a phylactery.
I assume he didn't hear us when we mentioned it. That thing kind of freaks me out. I've heard tales of liches. Never good.
Less worried about the lich and just the fact that you're literally carrying around a stone that's scrying you knowingly. It's not quite right, but
That's true.
you know, your brick,
Oh
your
goodness, that's
choice.
true. Do you think the lich can see you, Ren?
Why have we been rolling wisdom saves?
Probably.
Thank you. Thank you
Should
so
you-
much, Clayton. I'm sorry.
Should you wave? I don't know. You should keep it covered up or
what?
something.
It's away. Out of sight, out of mind.
Alright, well, I don't know anything about scrying magic. I assume everyone here,
Nothing-
except
nothing
for
to worry
perhaps
about.
Vasilio, would know
Okay.
better.
Completely safe.
Actually, surrounded by magic users right now. This is astonishing. Magic users are those who claim to be.
Move onward. Get this orc to his village.
Okay, so are they getting the orc to his village?
Yeah, maybe.
I think that's the plan.
Okay. Can I get you guys? How are we just following the track that my car suggests?
Yeah. Although he's
we
definitely not
doing
in the lead,
anything-
Mr. Perception.
Okay. Are we doing anything special?
Absolutely watching for ambushes.
Okay.
I like to walk in the middle, just in case there's any hands. More damage
So,
from that.
Jesus.
As we are walking, we're getting towards an area with foothills. Definitely not the same area we were in before. It just happens to look like a similar area because it's still like foothills around the frozen tundra.
Excellent.
And as we are walking, we see down past a river bend a fire, like a clearly lit and smoking fire.
Are we off the road yet? Like, did we like cross the road and continue?
Yes, you crossed the road when you met up with.
Okay,
Uh,
perfect.
Yeah, let me just like.
So
put
we were no
everybody-
longer synced up with the Lavender League's trail.
Actually, I gotta go to bed, guys.
It is pretty late.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair. Sorry.
Did
Okay.
you notice?
Should we resume again soon?
Yeah. Next week or 2 weeks? What works better for you guys?
Do
Whichever.
anything, so
My
Either is
availability
fine.
is the same every week.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to
Uh,
decide now. Maybe,
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
work it later.
but either way, either week's good. Like I'm even down to maybe sneak a blue, and if I can talk to Tom, I don't know
Yeah.
what his availability is,
Absolutely.
or
do not.
even Lydia, because like really, I only asked Lydia if she wanted to step out when I thought we'd be playing more during the summer, and then we didn't play like at all during August, and I was like, huh. Well,
Yeah, when it
I
came
shouldn't
out.
have said anything to Lydia because whatever, we'll just play when everybody's here. Fuck it, like she's part of the story. I've already written the story in for it. Like having her step out is neither here nor there if she's actually available. But anyways, point being is yeah, whenever you want to do it, I'll sneak blue in responding day if I have the energy.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, good session tonight, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
GG.
Oh yeah.
That was fun.
Well, I'll
Got
see you
that
guys
brick
later.
under control.
I
Fucking
just
break. Amazing.
See you later, Ashton. Night.
I just can't
Good night,
believe it.
Ashton.
Clayton.
You can't believe
Can't
what?
believe what?
It's just we just find out why we've been doing secret wisdom saves for the last forever.
Yeah. Well, actually, I still don't understand why.
Oh, it's okay.
If I had to guess, it's probably because the brick is trying to exert control over whoever's touching it.
Yeah, that I would dig. But if all we know that it's scrying and it's a weird thing that people want, it's like, I don't know. Are we like noticing it looking at us? I don't know. Or well, just random. I don't know.
No, just only Clayton knows that the spell that's affecting it is scry.
Yeah, but he mentioned that. I
Yes.
assume.
Yeah, I mentioned it, but Ren doesn't seem to care too much about it.
Yeah.
The fact that it's a phylactery really isn't that big of a deal. It's like it's more the fact that you're just being spied on constantly by it.
Yeah, that is disturbing. That is hella disturbing, but it's not my brick.
Not my brick, not my problem.
Hopefully any malevolent forces would, I don't know. I can run very fast.
What is your movement speed? 40?
40, yeah. Pretty decent.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's like barbarian status.
Yeah. Need more.
My guy has super low intellect, and I just play him like pretty much an idiot.
Oh, what's your intellect?
I think it's like 8.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah, so my guy basically walks
No
around
wonder
like,
Hey,
he's
mine
so
too.
full of
Yeah.
himself and just
Mine
can't
too.
go.
yep, doesn't care. Oh, okay, that's interesting. But I don't really understand it, and it means nothing to me. Moving on. Yeah, I have 7 intellect. Yep.
7? How's
Yeah, I'm at -2.
how's that?
As the-
Oh, do you roll stats?
Because I roll stats. My stats are 18 dex, 6 strength,
Oh,
10
Jesus.
con, 7 intellect,
You are
14
very
wisdom, and
min-maxed.
14 charisma.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's kind of hilarious. So like my guy, whenever we do like any sort of like decision making or intellectual aspect of it, my guy is just pretty much goes with the most obvious choice of him being awesome and handling it all.
Well, none of
And
our
then I
party was
also-
intellectual before
Yeah.
Alfonso here. I have
Yeah.
wisdom, but not intellect.
No, I have 18 intellect.
There you
Oh, I
go.
forgot. I wrote my guy worships the goddess of luck, and then I gave him the lucky feat for being a variant human. And everything's kind of working out super well for this character so far. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
So
I'll be honest, I rolled my stats, but my rolls were ridiculously good, so I ended up re-rolling to significantly less.
wait, why?
It's not it's not really very fun trying to play somebody that has like a ton of 16s
No
and
faults.
18s as stats.
Gotta have
Just
some faults, right?
Help us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like for as far as like building a character that you can imagine.
Yeah, well, I'm like trying to imagine a wizard walking around with like 16 strength and 16 dex, and like I had 20 intelligence, and
So
it's
Have you played The Witcher?
yeah.
He'd be like Letho from The Witcher 2. It's like ripped,
That-
like
That's
wizard
his
man.
To Tom's off. That was my character was the I rolled high in everything character. So he was super full of himself because he was supposed to be. So he
Oh,
purposely
your cleric guy.
yeah. So he purposely chose like super janky weapons to inhibit himself. Oh man, that guy was so great. I love that guy.
Yeah, that was a cool cast. It's too bad everybody died.
Yeah. You win some, you lose some, right?
Yeah.
I honestly kind of fully expect Alfonso to die at some point. He's too cocky and too fragile.
All it's gonna take is pissing off one person.
Yeah, he's just gonna get assassinated in the middle of the night. Or he's gonna
Yeah.
get
You're
hit by a
drunk.
stray arrow.
I expect Vasilio to probably die in the same manner.
Oh,
He's gonna continue going straight in.
I almost feel like Alfonso's gonna get so annoyed with Basilio that if he just happens to be in the area of a burning hands or firewall, it's like, oops, my bad.
That's fair. We'll see. I'll
Perfect
just have to
answer.
use my lucky feet to dive out, smile, and assume that you just
You'll,
did
you'll
that by
be too
accident.
dumb to know. Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly.
Oh, my bad. Whoopsie.
Yep.
Like,
My
I
bad.
see you seek to make the battlefield as thematic as possible.
Absolutely.
yes. That was very theatrical. Well done. That's pretty much how I picture this guy. He's just, I think I put him chaotic good, and I have 18 dex, so my fucking defense is pretty high, but I have 7 intellect.
You're
My
wearing
charisma and
what,
wisdom are good. Pardon me?
You wearing leather armor?
Yeah, I have leather or studded leather. I think I went studded with my gold at the beginning, just to give myself a bit of extra defense. But yeah, like my backstory is I wandered through nature. I have wisdom, and I'm charismatic and an entertainer. But that's pretty much the extent of how I live my life.
Nice.
I showed up at this bar. These guys needed my help. I'm in. Time to make a name for myself.
Nice.
Got a name.
Everybody needs me. Everyone loves me. And everything's going well so far, so I'll just keep doing what I'm doing.
Even if you don't know what that is or why.
Nope. It makes no difference. The Lady of Luck shines upon me, and I'll just keep doing it.
Oh goodness.
That's fabulous.
Oh goodness, man.
Anyways, I am also heading to bed. I gotta get up early tomorrow.
Okay. I will
I
talk to you
will
guys
let you
later.
know.
Sounds good.
Have a good night, folks.
Peace out, man.
Good night.
Yeah, I should probably call it there too. I don't want to. I've got more energy than I should. But I should get ready for bed as well. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna take off then.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Good night.